old school Dungeons and Dragons or D&D BX. My name is Zeke and I'll be your Dungeon Master, your guide into this world of Dungeons and Dragons. We have a larger group today, so bear that in mind. We should have a good chance of winning if we can work as a team. It's gonna take a lot of, I suppose, a lot more focus or participation from everyone's part and readiness, right? Because there's a lot of people that need to speak and roleplay and play the game. So be mindful of everyone else who's here today, and that they are, like you, um, everyone here is here to play, of course. So as per usual, we're gonna start with some preparations. We're gonna make sure everyone's ready to play today's adventure, and then we'll have a small break. After the small break, we'll get into the adventure set out for your course of travel, and of course try to win some fame and fortune. After that, we'll probably have a break during that, and then when we finish with that, we'll have another break before our post game, where we'll decide um, how we're gonna split your gains or discuss the results of the adventure and such. So that should be everything to it. We'll be playing for just a few hours. But thank you everyone for showing up today. I really appreciate it, especially since you all have shown up. It's made it a lot easier, and um, we have a large party today, so that really helps if everyone is just willing to, take the time to show up and play and have fun with us this weekend. That's awesome. So thank you for choosing to play today. Let's see. Um, all right, preparations. We're gonna roll up all the new characters real quick if anyone needs a new character, and if you already have a new character rolled up, we'll just copy it down. It'll take a moment.
Mm,
So I think Karm, you're gonna join us as Henry again.
mm.
Arm is making coffee,
Oh,
and yeah, he's going as Henry.
okay. And then UB said Modestus. That's fine. Blade is playing Evandris, who's new, so we're gonna copy that down.
Mm.
Yeah, I sent it in record.
Also, you can did we for the dead party members they each got a share last time. Do we inherit that as our character, or did that just go to the family?
It goes to the family of the character that died, and if that
Okay.
character is the successor of your new character, then yes.
Okay.
About 90% of it should go to the heir to that character, and 10% would go to the rest of the family.
Okay.
There we go.
As per usual, I do encourage you all to have some pencil and paper and a nice
All
cool
right, I
drink.
am back.
That's
Hello,
all you'll need
ref.
to play D&D.
I was making coffee, ref. So
I heard.
Some
Thanks for not interrupting.
coffee.
That's all good.
By the way, I think all of the new characters are in records.
I just sent the amount to your account. You can for the subscription.
Appreciate it.
I sent 10. Now you know my full name.
I think everyone here knows mine. You can just click my profile. Alright, so let's see. Blade is Evandris. Oh shoot.
My government name.
Looks like you rolled 7 strength, 8 intelligence, 7, 14, 17, and 14. Pigs. Uh, what class did you pick?
I went with thief.
Hmm. You rolled max hit points.
Yeah, plus Constitution. It's in role play.
Hmm. Right, and you understand the thief skills you have?
A little bit.
Okay. Yeah, there's a
I can
list of
refer
thief
to
skills
notes.
you have. You can find them in the basic rule set under the thief class. But I'll go over them, just give you an idea. As a thief, you're likely going to be like a scout. They're probably going to send you ahead to do thievery, right? This might include climbing shared surfaces, finding or removing treasure traps, hearing noises, hiding in shadows, moving silently, opening locks, picking pockets, and backstabbing. So that's
Okay.
your list of skills and your responsibility and role to the party.
Mm-hmm.
Val at DMD, bro.
And then looks like Angelo's new too. So
Mm-hmm. Angelia, I think that's how you pronounce it. And since this, what I'd be inheriting that silver then, so we 10% of so we
we'll
each got
discuss it
14.
after.
Oh,
So
after, okay.
yeah, right now I'm just trying to take everyone's notes down.
Oh, just getting character. Oh, I thought we were in prep. Never mind. Sorry.
We are in prep. It's just I'm gonna write these down
Oh,
first before we make any
okay.
changes.
Get these jotted down. All right.
You said Angelio would be the heir of your last character.
Mm-hmm. He'd be the heir to Luigi. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did donate to the family like what 14 silver.
Mm-hmm. Or it came out of the share.
It
Yeah.
was 13.
No, yeah, 13 silver. My bad.
13. I didn't know if it was 13 or 14.
It's 13.
Okay, thank you. And then I'm just gonna copy the next character. So So, curious, Dallies, or Thales.
Thalius.
Okay, you have 5, 13, 16, and 12, 10, 11. Your class is Magic User, 2 hit points.
Also want to say sorry for falling asleep.
Yo, are you gonna stay awake this session?
I am. I'm sorry.
I hope so.
I literally stayed up awake all day just for that, just for the ascension, and I fell asleep during it. I feel
So,
bad.
so what you should do is get a cup of coffee or get something that's like energetic that boosts your energy, so your brain won't be as sleepy and you'll be a bit more awake.
Appreciate the effort.
Or
Wait, wait, Kira, you're in the United States right now still?
Yeah,
Oh, I
but
see.
my sleep schedule is fucked.
I know it is.
I wouldn't even call it jet lag. I think I'm just a night person in general.
Okay. Then we gotta get Bart copied down. See the Snags character. Okay, 10, 5, 11. 8, 10, 10.
If I fall asleep, I hope you guys understand that it's 5 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
It's
Because
understandable, brother.
I was
Mm-hmm.
legit on time on 3 a.m. 2 hours
Yes, you
later.
were.
We haven't even started. Mm-hmm. Well, if you don't want to risk it, then just get some sleep, man.
Yeah, just head to bed.
Yeah,
Sorry. You know,
yeah,
Sundays
but
are the iffy days. I used to not run on Sundays, but because today is my day to get ready for work. But I started running on Sundays, and if I run on Sunday, I have to run later because I have to get my hair cut before work.
mm,
Yeah, that's right. Today is Sunday for you.
yeah, we're still a day behind you in
Yeah,
American
we're
time.
still Saturday, bro.
Why didn't you tell
What?
us about
It's Sunday for me
9/11?
too, though.
That is always the question.
Sarah Fella. I was 1 years old when it was
I
9/11.
can I can probably still play. Just
Why didn't you say anything about 9/11, huh?
my brain is not gonna operate correctly.
Just make sure you kill all the clerics.
Got it.
He knows how to time travel and he didn't even warn us.
Oh shit, he's a cleric too. Never mind.
Oh shit.
Does having a higher faith make you a better cleric, and how?
I guess wisdom would be your faith. I don't know.
But how does
Yeah.
your faith make you a stronger cleric or a better
It turn
cleric?
undead
Who's
to
better?
yeah, to the
The
turn
better
undead.
your faith, I guess, the more connection you have to
Yeah,
God, and the more protection He gives you.
yeah.
But aren't spells even for clerics based off of intelligence?
Turn undead isn't really. It's not really a spell. It's more an ability, but
Mm.
it counts as for like combat order. It counts as a spell
Okay.
or magic in general.
Basically, like have Van Helsing holding up the cross, repelling monsters.
Hmm. Like the vampire that gets scared away from the cross, like in like old movies. That's clerics, pretty much.
It's just like
No, I
telling Nags
know.
he has to
I
go
was
to
just
work
curious about
and
the
he just
mechanics
runs
about
away.
the how.
Yeah.
I know what a cleric is. I was just curious about the mechanics themselves.
Oh yeah, we're just going into a little bit deeper thought. That's why spellcasting, because your magic, it's still affected by intelligence. Because even if you get your abilities from your deity, it's still intelligence.
And then
Your faith
Sorag is
wouldn't
the
really.
last new character, I think. Martin.
Mhm. Yeah, your faith wouldn't really affect your spellcasting, and more just like your god's connection. So like, yeah, again, compel undead. It's also good for finding hidden things, wisdom.
Oh yeah, what spells does Angelo have?
Angelo? Angelio. Well, I guess
Angelio.
Angelo. The eye is silent. No. He has he has magic missile and light and
Oh, Kiri, what spells does Dallies have? Did you roll for it or?
Um, the DM recommended
Oh, read the
detect
yeah,
magic
magic.
and
Sounds good.
yeah. He
yeah,
was
and
yeah
I'd
he
like
was
to copy down his spells.
Well, you'll need to
yeah
play a few adventures before you can do that.
mm,
Oh,
yeah. Or yeah, because you got to use your character. It'd be after this session when he'd be able to do it, right? Ika?
Yeah,
If he's
but do
still
note that
alive.
he'll be taking your spellbook to copy spells from it. So you can't do anything
Yeah.
with your spellbook in the meantime until you meet again. So if you guys don't play again together, then or if you get killed or
Yeah.
something, or he gets killed with your spellbook,
Yeah. I'm
you
saying
lose
like
it.
can't. I mean like for next session's prep.
Yep, you just gotta show up next session after one
Mm-hmm.
adventure with the character, and you have to have met.
Mm-hmm.
And in the next adventure, you can
Mm-hmm.
of course during prep say that you copied those spells from this character that
Mm-hmm.
you adventured with last time.
So, Egan, to learn a spell, can you learn a spell from a scroll? Like not without read magic. Can you like teach yourself
It's
from the scroll?
considered spell research. It might reduce the cost, but that's it. Scrolls are
Mm,
not the same as spellbooks. Spellbooks are instructions of how to memorize a spell. Scrolls are just words that you speak to cast a spell.
mm.
Yeah, that's true. The spell's already prepped. All you're doing is just
Oh,
initiating it. Yeah,
Hmm. You can use a
that
scroll at
makes a
any
lot of
level,
sense.
so
or
to get
of
more
any level,
spells, you'd have to get another magic user's book instead of buying scrolls.
right? Typically, because
Mm-hmm.
a whole
so it's like
spell is like a whole
like
book itself.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like a whole chapter
so
instruction.
scrolls are like more like a text message that is ready to be sent.
You can
Meanwhile,
imagine
meanwhile,
spell
being a
books.
magic user is like being like someone that learn already learns the language of magic and learns how to
Mm-hmm.
like type it and send it.
Mm-hmm. So spells like detect magic, I'd have to for not detect but read magic. I'd have to have another magic user.
I didn't understand your question. You just said I
I
have to
was
have
saying
another magic user.
no. I said my mic might have cut out. But so for spells like read magic, I'd have to have another spellcaster teach me.
Yeah, most
Yeah,
likely.
okay.
So could I help
Could
We'd have
we
to
say this?
Angelio?
Could we say this for
Let's save
later?
this
We can
for
get
later.
started with the
Yeah,
game. Yeah, please.
yeah.
exactly. We're all here to
Yeah.
adventure. So anything like
Mhm.
that, you guys should be talking to me about that outside of the game.
Or
If you can, save it for later. It's good questions, but you know, trying to get started here.
You have a slightly relevant question. Paloma's missing an eye. Am I still allowed to play her, or do I need to like roll a new character real quick?
You can still play if you want. You can also roll a new character. It's your
Okay,
choice.
cool.
Mhm.
I'm gonna chill with Paloma for a bit.
One-eyed rogue sounds pretty cool.
Hmm?
A one-eyed rogue sounds pretty cool.
I know I am. Thank you.
It's called a thief, guys. Thief.
One-eyed thief.
Right,
Sounds
thief.
pretty cool.
I'm gonna replace the other eye with like a gold coin or something that I've stolen at some point.
Get an infection. Dies.
God damn it! Gotta get.
That is a thing, though. Disease is a common way to die. So any major wounds can get infected in between adventures, and you won't know that you died
Oh,
from diseases until you come back to play.
it. He's still alive, right?
There's a 25% chance it was a fatal disease if it got infected
That's
in
so
general. So
high. Does the chance get lower as time goes on since it like healed and stuff?
uh yeah, of course. No, as long as you
Okay.
bandage it, keep it clean, you should be fine. But if you don't take care
I
of it,
didn't know I
then
had to bandage it.
when you get back to the villages, all wounds are taken care of. You don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Your characters have lives outside of adventures and their own wages outside of adventures that maintain uh, their ability to adventure. So they have a different wage outside of the adventure or job that they do in between that we don't know about or we don't really care about, right? So people ask me, can I do this in the meantime while I'm not adventuring? It's not up to us. They do their own thing. So whatever they do it to maintain themselves so that the next time they play, they can continue adventuring from where they left off. So they're not going to make any profits and they're not going to lose any money outside of the adventure.
So
Unless
none of
they're,
them are like
yeah.
gamble addicts or anything.
I mean, if they are,
They
they're
could
using
be
their personal
gambling.
funds. So any money that you spend toward experience, that's money that they use toward their personal funds. And we don't really know about that, but life experiences, gambling,
Mm.
they might be millionaires or somewhat richer outside of the adventure or poorer. Um, but all adventuring funds are kept separate from their normal life funds, civilian funds or whatever. And that's reflected in your experience. So your experience points reflects your kind of net worth outside of the adventure. Naturally, if you have zero experience, then you're just a poor beggar in the streets outside of the adventure. And you're probably just going around camping under the stars as a lowly adventurer who's saving up funds for a better life, right? So once you start paying money toward your experience, that's when your character starts to rise up in the world.
Speaking of, how does leveling up work?
You can level up after the adventures. You'll spend money toward experience. So any money you get, one silver piece is one experience point.
Okay.
hmm So you trade
And I'm
coin
assuming
for
somewhere in the references there's how many experience I need per
yeah.
level.
Plana, you're gonna
I
need
just need to look for
120.
it.
So to level up.
Ew, ew, stinky.
Stinker.
Yep, that's why we're going treasure
Uh-oh,
hunting.
stinky.
Oh,
So
stinky. Oh,
if we go treasure hunting and you actually look for treasure, um, if you do find some, the most common treasure hoard in level 1 might have at least 300 coppers, which is 30 silvers. So you're gonna have to do that maybe 4 times to level up Polana. That's if Polana was alone, of course. She's with the party.
Mhm.
So if everyone has eyes on and everyone does their part, then everyone, you know, will get money. But if
It's
only one person is searching for treasure and it's like one person's cooking, imagine that one person cooking has to split all that food with everyone else. So if everyone helps cook or everyone helps search, you probably find a lot more a lot quicker, if that makes sense.
Mm.
But
Mm-hmm.
often we get people just standing around
Yeah.
guarding, right? Just standing there doing nothing.
Yeah.
So
Mhm. And with this many players, I think we should start actually searching rooms now wherever we go. So with this many players, it's almost like
Yeah.
practically guaranteed to find secret treasure.
let's see.
On top of, we also have clerics too, which wisdom should help.
We have 2 thieves. I think it was 2 clerics.
Mhm.
Um,
Clerics
I
are
don't know
pretty
if we have a
good
dwarf.
at finding
I
treasure, just
don't
like
remember what that.
in Monty Python, right? All those Templars
Mhm.
and King Arthur's crew of
Mhm.
knights, holy knights, go around searching
Yeah.
for the Holy Grail. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You don't need a big party just to fight things. Sometimes you need a big party just to find treasure, you know?
We're gonna start with preparations now. I just finished copying down all sheets, so I'm gonna see if you guys want to make any changes to your characters. We're gonna start with the top of the list, Yubi with Estes, C3. We're gonna make sure you get paid from your last adventure real quick. 1 second.
I didn't go on an adventure with it, I don't think.
You don't think
Maybe
you've been
maybe
on?
I actually I did. I don't know how much I earned though.
Yeah, so I'm gonna double check. Alright, there was an adventure that occurred during late April of year 12. It looks like nothing was gained from that adventure.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
encountered some trolls, it looks like. That's about it. So,
Okay.
you're sitting at
Nice. I have zero.
109 silvers. Do you have any preparations?
109. Okay. Let me double check. I might have a little less than that. I think I'm at like 100.
Wait, that's this. Sorry, my
No?
bad. That's incorrect. I have to double check. It's right here. You have
Wait, let
11
me get my
silver.
phone. I'm
You have
sorry.
11
Let me get my
silver.
phone. Okay, yeah, that's correct. That's what's on my sheet right now. Uh, I'll get a holy water.
Alright, one
One
moment. I'm just gonna make sure these sheets
holy
match
water.
up. Your clothes, helmet, masterwork heavy helmet, right?
Yeah.
You have a masterwork gambeson.
And a wait, Master of Gambison and a plate, I believe. No?
Yep, plate. I'm just matching the sheets right now.
I think I'm sitting at a -3 AC. If that's correct.
You said you want to buy some holy water?
Yeah, just one holy water.
Okay. Okay, good to go. Evandris, you're next. Let's see. Do you have any preparations? Did you want Evandris to be the heir to your last character, or do you want to start him out fresh?
Yeah, he'll be the heir.
Okay. And what's the name of your last character?
Gundar.
Gundar. Okay. So Gundar, money was sent to his home, 13 silvers. It would go straight to his family. So 13 would be added to his funds. And treasure is typically carried by person or on person, right? So the 40 silver that was on Gundar is lost. Unless you go back to the dungeon where he died, you might be able to recover it. But the 13 that was left with his family, only 9% is inherited by your new character. That goes into XP, which is inherited as 10%. So Gundar had 13 XP when he died, because of the 13 silver that was delivered to him or his family upon his death. And again, 90% of that would be inherited as coin to your um, to his heir, his successor. So your new character is Evantrus, the apprentice. He gets 90% of that in silver. So 13 times. All right, so you get 11. 11.7 silvers. Do you want to
Gotcha.
spend any of it?
No.
Okay. All right, and then Angelio, you're next.
Mm-hmm.
You'll also be inheriting 11.7 silvers. You said this is going to be the heir to Luigi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so do you want to spend any of it?
Um, yeah, I'd like to buy a, let's see, a pack.
Okay.
That would leave me at 7. No, 7. That would leave me at 8, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I'll buy a helmet.
All right.
And let me mark it real quick on my sheet. Okay. And I'll buy some rope. And I'll save the rest.
Okay, and then Henry, looks like you inherited or you gained 65 silvers from your last adventure. So let's see.
Wait, who
74.2 plus
who
65.
gained 65?
You did.
Uh,
So you're at 139.2.
really?
Mhm.
How much is a 139? So I'm gonna do 50 XP exchange for that.
All right. Um.
50 silvers. Plus, I got +2 wisdom.
Okay. So Primal is a bonus. Old
And then
school
I'm an
god
old school
bonus.
gamer. Yeah.
And what's your intelligence?
Intelligence is average.
Okay, you have no maps. Okay, so 11% bonus. Alright, you gained 55 experience from that.
Need 255 more to level up. And I wanna get a heavy masterwork great helm.
Okay, heavy masterwork great helm.
Yeah, heavy masterwork great. I think it's like 50 silvers.
Okay, so there's a heavy masterwork helmet. Great and helm and heavy are the same thing pretty much.
Wait, oh really? Heavy masterwork helmet. How much AC is that? 3?
Um,
-3?
it'll be times 2 and then minus and then a bonus of 1. So
Because I got a masterwork helmet, so I want to know if I'll get another AC with that.
The heavy multiplies it by 2. We go with like PEMDAS, and then of course the masterwork gives it a -1. So yeah, it's a -3.
So I'll get that, and then that'll
Alright,
put me at an AC. Wait, how much is it? Like 50, right?
yeah.
All right, I'll get that, and then it'll put me at a -3 armor class. And then the masterwork helmet that I already have, I'll give it to one of the mages called Thalis.
Alright, give me a moment.
Yeah.
And your old helmet, you said you want to give it to Dallas?
Thalis, the magician. Yes.
Okay. That was a masterwork helmet.
Add to my notes.
But -3 is what? Like 22 armor class
So I add to
or
my
23?
class that I'm receiving a masterwork helmet.
We don't do ascending armor class. Let's see.
What would it take for an enemy to hit me?
If you have -3 armor class, a 1 hit die monster might need to score a
Not
well,
20.
a nat 20 for sure. But if they have bonuses, it's -3,
It's
so that's
it's
just
-3.
22.
Yeah.
They need 22 to hit you.
All right. And that is it. And throughout the weekend, uh, on my break throughout the week, I want to heal Brutamart since I have nothing else to do. So,
You don't have
like,
to
I'm
worry
not
about that.
acquiring.
Characters are able to recover in between adventures.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just wanted to say that just in case he's still injured. So
And Breeder
I will
Mart's a
do that.
woman. Um,
Yeah, I'll definitely. Yeah.
let's see.
Other than that, that is it. I'm bringing 2 cure light wounds on this adventure,
Alright,
and I'm not changing anything else. That is all I got. So
okay. Then, Tallies, did you want, or, yeah, did you want, Tallies to inherit whatever Lugobanda had? Uh, no wait, Lugobanda had nothing to inherit anyway, so don't worry about it. Let's see. They did not spare him a share. Next is Bart. Let's
That's all I
see.
got.
That's all you got?
Everything you see on there. Yep.
Awesome. So nothing
Clothing,
spare.
spear, sling stone, shield, tinderbox, and torches. 0 silvers.
Alright. And nothing to inherit?
No, I'm letting Hobbs inherit that other monies.
Mm-hmm. Alright,
I
let's see.
haven't heard of Hobbs in so long.
Polana, last adventure, you earned 65 silvers and you lost an eye. Let's see.
I sure did.
So let me mark that.
Worth it.
I it's so worth it, dude. I know. So I want to buy a pack, a rope, a short sword, and a gambeson.
Okay. Pack, rope, short sword, and gamson. I would recommend, since you have the money to spend, unless you're saving up for your level up, that you get the heavy masterwork gamson, um, which will cost, instead of 2 silver, first it would be double, so 4 silver, and then
Be
times
20.
5, 20 silver, yeah. For a heavy masterwork gamson, it's 20 silver. You can
Mm,
afford it, it's a -3
I want
bonus.
to keep it light,
Okay, so you can just do a masterwork gamson.
but Yeah,
It'll be the same weight. Okay.
maybe medium, but probably light.
Okay. So
Yeah, because I
Master
want to be able
Gamson.
to like run.
Mhm. A Master Gamson still 10 pounds, like a normal Gamson, but it's a -2 bonus.
Mhm.
All right, that's gonna
Okay.
cost you 10 silvers for the Master Gamson.
Okay. So that leaves me at 45. No,
Let's see,
what?
you had
Math. One
65
sec.
originally, so but then you're gonna get the Master Gamson, a short sword, and you said
First sword's
attack,
5. Okay, so that's 3, 4, 9, 19. Let's see, 6 minus 19.
and you said a rope too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Master Gamson, short sword, pack, and rope.
Yep.
19 is the cost.
Wait,
All
so
right, you have
is there such thing
46
as like
left.
light scale mail?
Subtraction, because I just tried to subtract 66 from 19 and got 65. What the hell?
You had 65. You lost 19, so you have 46.
I had 66 because I had one left over from when I made the character.
Are you sure?
I could be wrong. I thought, though.
You bought the hammer and spikes, a sack. Yeah, you bought the 10-foot pole
I didn't
with your
buy that.
last
That was
one.
given to me.
Yeah, the hammer
Okay,
spikes I
Oh.
that I
sorry.
gave
I
to.
think it was the
Yeah.
10-foot pole that was your last silver.
Yeah, I think so. You're right. Okay, so how much do I have?
46.
Thank you.
Alright, and then Sylvia, do you want Seraphel to inherit what Hagrid was awarded for his death?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say Hagrid?
Or sorry, not Hagrid. Serene. I was looking at the two dwarves on the sheet.
Serene. Yeah.
She's like, I'll take it.
Okay, so
They want
you
to scam me.
inherited 13 silvers. So you've got, but you only get to inherit 11.7 because 90% was delivered. So you have 14.7.
Hmm.
Alright, did you need to buy anything else?
Yeah, I was kind of wanting to buy a short sword and like food.
Short sword and food? Okay, so we're gonna need you a bag to
Yeah.
carry the food then. Is that okay?
Yeah, I already have it.
We have to buy food. I forgot.
Alright, total cost was 8 silvers. You're down to 6.7. Okay, next is Martin. Does is Martin going to inherit Hagrid's payment?
How? Okay. Can you put those money for John, by any chance?
For John? Um, oh, you want John to inherit um, Hagrid's money?
If I get money on Martin, can I also give him money? Can I also give the money to John or not?
Sorry, what?
Like, if I would get money on Martin, Can I give them to John or I can't?
I mean, if the two characters meet, yeah, but if they don't meet, which they haven't met yet, then no. So your character can only have one heir.
Oh, okay. Let's give it to Martin then.
Because it's gonna say that Martin is the heir of Hagrid, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll put something in discussion for you guys. Just for the players.
Okay. Then you get the 11.7 silvers. Do you want to spend it?
11.7.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a helmet.
Keep in mind, because you're a halfling, you can only carry half as much. So helmet is like a very heavy on you.
Yep, I know. And let's get a. Do we have torches?
Yes.
I think that's about it.
Okay. Right. Next is Britomart. Let's see. She earned 65 silvers on her last adventure. So she sits at 71.3 plus 65. Okay, so 136.3.
36. Okay. I'm assuming I lost my halberd and my mace.
Those were picked up,
Um,
I would say, on your way out. So
oh,
Yeah,
okay,
since we're
you would have
cool.
collecting
tossed it up.
everything. Yeah, since we was collecting everything around the pit.
Okay, yeah, because
And
I did mention I picked it up, but okay.
That's true. Typically, it would be left behind, but I'll spare you the hassle this once.
Okay, I appreciate it. Okay, so I want to first purchase. I want a masterwork shield, and then
Master Shield. I'll spare you it mainly because you just brought it up. Because I know Khan would have left his masterwork weapons in the pit too if he brought it up, of
yeah.
course, but he didn't bring it up. So since you brought it up, I'll let you keep it. But typically, yeah.
yeah,
would have lost it.
I was using his Hellberg most of the time.
Yeah, but you dropped it.
Okay.
You switched to a different weapon.
Yeah. I gave him
Yep.
my half sword. That's fine.
So I'm buying the masterwork shield, and then who needs a shield? I have a spare shield now.
I'll take it.
Okay, I will.
I have two maces on me and a half sword, so I have a backup weapon for you, Bertamart, if you lose yours.
Okay, I'm gonna get another weapon. I'll give my spare shield to Polona. Um,
Thank you.
and then I will buy a battle axe.
Okay, so masterwork shield was 10 silver. So let me track that.
It's
And then you said battle axe.
Yes.
Is that 7 silvers? I think, right?
I think it's 8 silvers. Let me see.
It should be 7, I believe.
Yeah, 7.
7.
So now I have a spare mace. Does anybody need a mace or weapon?
And I have two maces. I'm good.
I can take it.
Okay. I'll send my mace to Angelio then. That.
Okay, so you sent the masterwork, or you sent the normal shield to Polana,
Yes.
and the mace to Angelio. Okay.
Yes.
And Polana has a short sword now, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
And does it only take one horse to pull a cart?
Should only need one horse. Yeah. For a
Okay.
cart.
Um,
Rouncy.
I'll Yeah, I'll buy another Rouncy. I'll buy a cart, and then I will buy a chest.
Okay. You'll need someone to drive it though. So since
Yeah,
you already
that's
have your
fine.
own
I,
horse.
I, I
So
guess somebody here can drive it.
you might buy this for someone else. It won't be under your name. Basically,
Okay.
anything under your name has to be something you're carrying. So you have to buy it for someone else, and they will drive it, unless you
Give
want
it
to
to
drive it.
Aaron.
Who's here every weekend?
Alright.
Angeli, do you want it or Martin?
Uh,
I mean, I'll take it.
I'm gonna switch characters, so not a good idea to give it to me.
I mean, I'll take it. I'm a mage. I can have my hands free. All I need is my hands, really.
Okay, I will buy the Rouncy, the cart, and the chest for Angelio to carry around.
Okay, so a chest, a cart, and a rouncy.
Yes. And then
Right.
I have one more thing too. I'm gonna try to buy a scroll of sleeping, if that's possible.
Okay, one moment. Let's see. So, did you want to buy tech and saddlebags for the horse? It doesn't need it to drive a cart, but you can add it in case you want to ride it.
No.
Okay. So the total cost is 4 for the rouncy, 5 for the cart, so that's 9. And then the chest is 7, so it's 16. Right, the price is 16 silvers for that. And what's the last thing you said you want to buy?
I'm trying to find a scroll of sleeping.
Scroll of sleeping. Okay. All right. Um, you can buy it for say 10 silvers.
Okay. I will buy one and then I will give it to Angelio as well.
This
This is a well supplied party now.
the what? The sleep scroll?
Yes.
Okay.
Is Modestus still awake? Are you be?
And then
Do
that's
I
it for me.
do I need to hold it to cast it, or can it just like can I have it in my book?
Yeah, you can put in your book,
Okay.
but when you cast it, you have to read it off the scroll.
Oh, so I'd have to have my book in my hand.
Yeah, or you would have to at least pull the scroll out.
Okay. Oh well, in that case, I have a pouch. Can I just have it like in my pouch then?
Mhm. All right.
All right.
Breeder Mart, you're at 93.3.
Okay. That's it for me.
All right. We've just finished preparations, so we'll take a small break, stretch your legs, grab your drinks, come back at 5, and we'll start the adventure.
Wait, so
yo, Valo.
I also
Yo,
wanted to ask, so there's no way of me copying the spells Angelio has? At least not right now.
What'd you say?
actually, you can ask. Actually, you can when he's done. Yo,
Yeah.
Val.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab
I'm gonna get
two
a
stuff.
masterwork heavy gambit, bro. I'm gonna be -4.
Yeah, if I do that too, I can be -4 as well. Or maybe -5,
Oh
I think.
my god.
Wait,
Yeah.
so
No, actually, it's
the
a -3. So I'm gonna be -5.
Oh yeah.
Karma, so the helmet that you gave me was masterwork, not regular, right?
Yeah, it's masterwork. The helmet I gave you is masterwork. It's -2.
And the Gambison is -2 as well.
The Gavison is -1. It's not
The Gambus,
masterwork.
I have heavy Gambison.
Oh, it's -2. Yeah, so you got -4.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, so
The reason why I'm stacking armor right now is because I have a feeling we're gonna encounter something like the same shit, but in a different area.
Goblins are really weak.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, you can
But
summon
no,
it.
no, no.
You
So
can
I
summon.
was
It's because of the troll. Goblins can have trolls or what you call it, ogres. So
Yeah.
so that means I'm gonna have to 1v1 a troll or have everybody surround the troll with torches.
Yeah, so did you guys want to go back to the lair, or do you guys want to go to the cavern behind?
I think we could, cause we can just search the rooms too to find treasure.
I wouldn't
'Cause
recommend going
I
back to the
I
no
lair
with
because they
with
have
10
traps set up. They set up
okay,
We
me out
have
with
we
10
have three
people.
level three character,
Yeah.
three level three
Uh,
characters. So I would go
with 10,
back for the
I'm
treasure.
saying with 10 people, we go back, find any treasure, and also we can just search rooms. With 10 people, we're probably
Yeah.
if there's treasure, we're guaranteed to find it.
the bodies might still be
Yeah.
there too. We don't know.
Well,
So we did
rats
drive
were
off some orcs, but
if the bodies are there, that means the
rats.
plate mail may be there.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, the
and
rats
you
were
guys can
eating
get the
them.
old stuff and some gold or
The
some
rats,
silver.
yeah, the rats were
wait,
eating the
so
bodies though. So any of the unprotected bodies probably already gotten ate.
I mean, but they don't eat armor. They don't eat plate. Plate is hard to eat. You can't eat plate.
Yeah, they would have nibbled it up though, broken it up.
wait, what about
You can repair it.
the
You can repair
books?
plate.
The books. Oh yeah,
Think
the
the books
spell
are
books
good?
of the dead party.
Yeah.
But no,
Oh yeah.
orcs loot.
That
Orcs loot.
would I could take the book that you had and you can take the book I had.
No,
Well, we
So you
killed
would
almost.
orcs
so you would
loot.
learn
Are
Orcs
they gonna
loot.
loot the
so you
book?
could learn
We'll
so
see.
Angelo
We'll
could
see. We'll
learn
see.
detect magic and read magic and I
We'll
could learn
see.
the magic that it had.
What? Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll see. We'll see. No, we need someone with read magic to decipher the spell. Because you need to be able to read the spell books because they're all in their own language.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. But we'll see.
I guess I mean I'm going for the DM recommended spells, detect magic and read magic, so that's also I could teach you. I guess in between adventures. That would take a week, right?
All right, this is gonna be an interesting session. I'm not gonna lie. So we're going back to the lair. All right.
Yep.
Wait, going
Yeah, they're
to
going back to
the
the orc
orc
lair. Yeah.
orc lair. Okay.
Yeah.
But they're gonna set
And
up traps. They're gonna set up
what?
traps. That's their
Well,
whole.
no, they probably disbanded the lair at this point because they all fled. They fled unless another chief steps up. We killed the ogre and we killed the chief, so they probably disbanded the lair.
I'm like 120, maybe 110 LD right now because I'm I'm heavy.
Yeah, you're that
But
heavy.
but I don't care. I'm not escaping.
Also, when we get there, we should search the rooms for secret treasure. There's also that locked door from before.
That is true.
That door probably has a trap though, like the poison needle trap.
Henry, the chieftain executioner.
Because there was a little hole under the keyhole,
Mm.
and if you stuck a key in it, that might have shot a needle out.
Yeah.
Probably stabbed into your hand. So have someone push a pommel of like a dagger or something, or like the butt of a spear.
Or
You
you
can use
could
the
use
you can use the shield.
10-foot pole as well.
You know, well, yeah, I guess 10-foot pole if you want to be extra safe.
I got
You could
Because
tie
it might
something to a 10-foot pole and you could like try to activate it from a distance.
a key. No,
okay.
you need to
Or hear me out.
dexterously manipulate the key to pick the lock.
We have two whole thieves. We can just detect traps to see if there's a trap.
Well,
And then if there's a trap, we can figure it out from there.
it'd be easier if you just used the butt of a dagger or something. Did it? Hmm.
What is that, Ekin? I thought we were going to the goblin.
No, not
Is
this one. Because there's more loot to be found. So when we get there, though, we should probably search the rooms for secret treasure.
yeah.
That's because we could search the tower,
do we
right?
wanna use a guide or do
We
we?
could. Well, no, if we're
No,
going
we go
to where we
somewhere
went last
small and
time,
collect them.
we're going where we went last time.
Okay.
Because if we search the whole tower, because I'm pretty sure there could be secret treasure on the walls too. Because the walls technically, would they qualify as level? I think they do qualify as level 1.
They do. They do.
Yeah. So there's still a chance for there to be hidden treasure on the walls. And
I
that's
need
like what
200. I need 255 experience now to
the
level up.
walls were, what, 40 feet long each, something like that. Yeah, or 50-foot long, something like that. So like that's like guaranteed a decent amount of treasure. Not for this a party this size, not a lot, but treasure's treasure. So
It is what it is.
there's also the chance of finding gems and magical items too, not just copper.
I think I don't know if
I
the play.
remember
I don't know if
I
the play
remember
on this video.
I lost a character to goat stick.
Yeah, someone should bring a shovel or a pickaxe in case we need to dig up treasure. Do we have a shovel?
No.
No, or pickaxe? Okay.
Dang, I have a spear I can
All I got is
sacrifice to
my
poke at
mace.
the ground or
All I
something.
got is my maces.
You're better off using a shield. I guess a shield and a spear, but I mean, someone could just buy a shovel before we leave. It's only like 1 silver.
I got.
No.
I'll get it. Okay, why not, dude?
Yo, Bertamart. Look in discussion, bro. Look at those armors, bro.
Oh
They
yeah.
so good.
Those almost look good.
Those armors look good. Looks really fucking cool. All
Yeah.
right, this is gonna be me right here. Yeah, hold up.
What you got on the left or guy on the right?
Do you have the
Hold up. This is
definitely
me.
restrictor
The one all the way at the right is me. That's
Yep,
definitely
that
me.
pretty much.
paladin?
Yep.
hmm
I'm gonna change it. Make that as my PFP.
The first picture that you sent, H, looks very lengthy. Like why are his legs like that?
I don't know.
They don't
Just a
like
tall
follow
man.
they don't follow like human proportions.
People are lengthy, bro. What you expect?
It doesn't follow human proportions though.
People are lengthy. What you expect?
There's
His
gonna be
his
probably
his
Oh,
wingspan isn't as high isn't
Nah,
equivalent
this
as
is Crusader armor. This in medieval times, this is considered Crusader armor.
just so you guys know, I'm gonna try to hire John as a personal retainer.
Now
yeah.
that's what you call that's a Crusader. That is a
The guy in the middle.
yeah, that's a Crusader.
Yeah, and he has a spear too, so a sword wouldn't be too out of character for you.
that's I don't think that's a spear.
Isn't
I
that a
think that's
spear?
a
It looks like
Hellberg.
a.
That's a
It,
Hellberg
That's
because it has has a
uh,
little blade right there. You
the
see
guy
that?
in the middle. The guy in the middle.
That is a
It's a.
spear unless his spear is like tilting at
Oh
a
no, it's a
certain
lance.
angle.
That's a lance. That's a lance.
yeah,
Never
that is
mind.
a lance.
That's a
I was
lance.
thinking, what is the ones that they use for joust?
Yeah, it's a
It's a
lance.
lance. It's a
And then
lance.
this is what I think of a fighter right here. This is a fighter armor.
A lance on a horse. You should get a lance for your horse because if we get hit by enemies, you
This
could just
is
charge them.
this is what I think of a fighter.
Yeah. Henry, you should also get a lance too for your horse because you're always on your horse, right? And if we get
Yeah.
attacked, you can just lance somebody. So, 'cause a lance will mess someone up.
Oh, this shows you the proper proportions for it. Hold up, look. So these are separate armor pieces.
Yeah. Yeah, those are all parts of
God bless
heavy
you.
armor.
We got
And
Greaves.
that's
Greaves.
not even.
mentioned.
That's a barbute helm too. It's not talking about the lower armors too. You also have to have padding too. Usually, you'd have a coif, then a chain coif, and then maybe like a padded coif for your head.
Here, I got it.
Is it? If you
Here's a
see the
better
size,
definition. Here's a better
if you see
definition.
the size of medieval helmets, if you put on just the helmet, and they're like massive.
This is a better picture.
Oh yeah,
This is
that's a solid.
Gothic. This is Gothic armor,
Yeah, that's
German,
Gothic
late
armor.
fifth. This is 15th century.
Mhm. Got the
Look at
sallet
you
and
now.
everything.
They definitely prioritized
Look at the
agility
groin protection
more
though.
than
They did not
anything in
care.
this,
They did
though.
not.
They
They did not.
prioritize what?
Agility more than anything.
Yeah. Look at the groin protection. They did not care if you had kids with that armor.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, though. If you have like any armor
Yeah.
or like near that groined area,
Yeah.
like you literally can't like walk in.
That's how
Like,
a lot
well,
of knights actually, or people in armor. That's how a lot of fighters and knights died, because most of their wounds were in the joint, throat, the joints, or like the pelvic region. They just getting stabbed right there, because that's the only place to really break through with a sword. With a sword, you're not gonna be getting through armor.
Modestus, you still awake?
huh?
Okay.
Roll
I was
call. Who's awake?
All right, we're gonna resume.
I'm asleep personally. I'm dead asleep.
Um,
Frog?
Mm,
Is Martin
yeah.
still awake?
Is who?
Or
Frog.
Swarak asked Modestus if he's awake.
I'm like sitting in his bed.
Ooh, baby.
He has a man in his bedroom.
I like that.
What sort of
we're
mischievous
pretty
things
much
they were
homeless.
doing?
Unless you buy a house, we're all pretty much homeless.
I was in his inn then.
What's wrong with being homeless? You haters.
Ekan,
all right,
I
yeah.
shower at the church.
What's up?
can I try to hire John as my personal retainer?
Your other character?
Yeah, John.
You can negotiate, I suppose. What would you offer him if you were to find him?
Full share plus 1 silver a day.
Has John been on an adventure before?
On one, yes.
Okay, and Martin's brand new to adventuring,
Yes.
so that's a -1 penalty. Um, but you offer him a full share,
Yes. Yeah.
and the
Of
party's
your
okay with
share?
that?
Yeah, my share.
Oh, you offer him like half of your share, pretty much?
No, I offer him my whole share.
Your whole share, Martin's whole share?
Yes.
So you're not gonna get any money from this adventure.
I know.
Okay. So you offer Martin's whole
One
If
share
he dies,
and
he
a
keeps his money.
silver a day?
1 silver a day, yes. And
Okay.
I
He's
should get.
incredibly confused by what what you're requesting.
I just want. I just want John to give him my full personal share, like my share, plus 1 silver a day. I have -1 because I had never been on adventure, +1 because I give him good offer, and +1 because of my we're the same house, if I'm right.
Sure. And yeah, what's your charisma?
My charisma is, I feel like it's 11. I'll check real quick. Yep, it's +0. It's +0.
Okay, so total bonus was +1, right? Or let's see, house, offer, and yeah, house, same house, good, very good offer. Um, let's see, but then of course you're brand new, so he thinks about it. He doesn't accept or refuse, and eventually he accepts.
Oh,
Okay. All right, so John will join the adventure as a retainer. He's promised Martin's share and a silver a day. So Martin, I don't know how you're gonna pay the extra silver a day. That's gonna be coming from your own
I
pocket.
have money.
Oh, you have money. Okay, very well.
Who's John? Is that one of your old characters?
It's a cleric.
Oh.
All right. Well, Destis, are you still with us?
I'm alive.
Okay.
Why'd you retire him? Also,
Are you be awake?
All right,
Hagrid.
Evandris.
Ekin, I got a quick question.
One moment,
Actually, I'll ask you out
Evandris.
of game.
Evandris, are you with us?
Yes, sorry, I forgot I changed my name. I am with you.
Thank you. All right, Angelio, I heard you. I heard Henry. Dallas is with us.
I am here.
Awesome.
Yes.
Then Bart.
Yep.
Okay. Polana. Seraphel. Good. Thank you. All right, Martin, I heard you.
Woohoo.
Then Brita Mart.
I'm here.
Awesome.
Wearing Templar armor was a really good idea, though.
What in the fight?
No, in the past, because you could literally have like just Gambison under the Templar armor, but no
It's
one would know.
Templar armor. Templar armor is a sigil, a walking sigil. What you represent.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
the
something.
thing
It's
is
something
that
that I
it hides what type of armor you're actually wearing.
Mm-hmm. I think a coif, like a long coif, but it's like a cross on my chest.
All right.
And
Thank you all for your patience. We are now all back and ready to play. So, without further ado, let's get started. So we have in this party this week it is Modestus the priest, Evandris the apprentice, Angelio the medium, Henry the priest, Dallas the medium, Bart the veteran, Polana the apprentice, Seraphel the veteran, Martin halfling veteran, and Breedermart the swordmaster. Also, we have a retainer. It's John the acolyte. Okay, so pretty decently sized party.
Yeah.
We're gonna do big things right now.
And once again, we find ourselves setting out from the village of Slaveria. From this village, you have heard adventurers marching off to the west and east, mainly to the west as of current times, for a place called Fort Stonehold. You're part of that party this week. Most of the members here have been adventuring westward, campaigning against Fort Stonehold and trying to make their way in to loot its forgotten and abandoned riches that have that used to be long guarded by a dragon in the area, but the dragon has not been seen in a few years. So at least that's how the rumors go. So very bold adventurers such as yourself have sought out the ruins and are trying to reclaim it, right? Take out the treasure for mankind, right? For yourselves and such, for your own fortune. So most likely we'll be continuing that. Otherwise, if discussed, we can try something else this week. I'm not sure what exactly you guys have planned, but this will be a moment where you guys will decide your the goal of your adventure and your course of travel and such. Organize your party. So this evening, in the tavern, uh, at the tavern, it is late June of year 12 in our campaign. So you gather around the tables. You take up maybe one or two tables since you have such a large party, and you can discuss your plans. When you're ready, let me know your goal and your course of travel, and anything else you want to do to organize your party, such as colors, marching orders, and such.
All right.
I anoint,
Okay.
I anoint Brutomart as caller.
I'm fine with that.
I agree with that.
Again,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, guys. I don't enjoy being caller that much.
All right. Well,
I always send people to
you
their
don't
death.
you don't want to be called? Well, no, you were a good caller. We've had
Uh,
worse.
In the
okay.
We've
writings,
had
though,
worse.
it reads, Breedmart led a group of adventurers and only 3 returned. So, if you
Oh
choose to
yeah.
be caller, you are taking responsibility for the adventure,
Right.
right?
The last time it didn't so well.
We don't have to have a call. We can just make suggestions as a whole party.
Yes, exactly. Larger parties might have a caller that might speak for the entire group, but
Yeah.
caller is like the top mapper, right? You might have other mappers showing their maps, providing the caller better information. But it's not required to have a caller. It's just
What do you?
it's up to you as a
It
party.
would make life easier though.
I feel like the people. I feel like people with the most experience, like me, Yubi, not Yubi, Henry,
Yeah.
Modestus, and Brutomart, that's seen combat a lot. Think we should take responsibility for the new adventurers. So I think all of us should be caller, or
That's
at least
considered
us
a
three.
mapper. All of you are mappers then, right? The guides into the
Yeah.
dungeon know where to take your
Yeah.
men. So
Yeah.
anyone can be a mapper, but the caller is the leader of the mappers, right? So the top
Mm.
mapper make the calls on which direction we go.
Yeah. I mean, I've called before, but I don't want to. This is a new character, so.
So if you're really a
And
senior
plus,
member, you should be drawing your maps, right? And if you're the top, if you're the most senior member, then you should be calling, right?
oh
Looking
yeah,
over your
for
maps,
sure.
taking the maps of others and adding their notes to yours in case you have incorrections, or correcting theirs if you think theirs is wrong, right? And of course, the most accurate mapper, the best mapper should be the guide, taking us to where the loot is, right? So, Freedom
Alright,
Art,
guys.
you have a
So,
decent map, but if you
I
don't want
can
to,
I
yeah.
can be I can be backup mapper. I could be Brutomart. If you come caller, I'll be like your second in command.
Okay. I know Angelio's also mapping too, so I'll rely on him.
Yeah, I do my best
So,
to map, but sometimes I can have inaccuracies, and it's good when you guys help me correct it.
Yeah. See,
you
that's
guys
why
can all
you always
post your
get
maps and compare them. Whoever has the best map might be the
and
mapper or the
and
caller of this
don't
adventure.
be don't be scared to ask referee again of what he's describing in the dungeon. If you feel like you're lost, he can describe it to you
yeah.
again. Don't be
But do
nervous
try to
about
pay
that.
attention. So,
Okay. So I'm assuming you all guys want to go to the fort. We can go
Yep.
to the front, do a frontal assault,
Yeah.
or we can go through
Yeah.
the cavern
We
behind.
can do the
Yep.
secret one.
We don't have to do an assault. We
No,
could
don't
just
do the secret one. It's gonna take a lot.
The
Let's
secret
let's
go
one.
the
what
same way
Yeah.
we went last
what
time.
I okay like what I said earlier. I think what we should do. I'm just making suggestions here. We go back to where we were, but we just search the entire wall because for secret treasure because those are all
That's smart.
unsearched areas that could yield treasure. And then we rinse and repeat down because with 10 people, if there is treasure, it is.
Turn on my flashlight.
I feel like we could take over the towers and the guardhouse too. Honestly, with our numbers.
We don't even really have to take over the towers. We can just search.
But we take over it. We can
Yeah.
we can have an easier time getting into this place.
yeah, you can make it a
Mm-hmm.
base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, establish a foothold here,
Ooh.
yeah, we could like camp maybe if we secure it.
Ooh.
and I think people would come. More people would come, like mercenaries and stuff, and
Oh yeah,
get set
kind of
up
like
here.
kind of like the entrance to the mine back in.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
we can search the front. We can search for treasure. We can
yeah.
flush out any
Yeah.
more orcs that
If
are
we the thing is
remaining.
though, if we
Did
do
you guys
that, that means adventurers will be frequenting here more, and they might more explore than us.
did you guys completely looted the layer?
No.
No.
We obliterated like half their numbers and they retreated. We took out the leader and ogre
And
last
then
week.
we tried getting to the chest, but there were giant rats, and we just didn't want to push our luck anymore.
If we
Yeah.
So-
do clear level 1 of the dungeon though, we could hold a Nemopoly if there's a
Can we
so-
can we please have enough less ifs and more let's do it?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So,
So what are we
do you
doing?
guys
Well,
still
then everyone wants to go to the front
you-
then.
do you guys still agree on the plan of like searching the whole wall for
I'd
secret
go
treasure
for
Yeah.
We'll do it along the way.
Yeah,
along the
if
way?
we
Okay.
all search along the way,
Yeah.
On the way, yeah.
we definitely would get a lot.
Okay.
Yo, by the
Yeah.
way, watch out for traps because this is their lair, so they're probably setting up traps for us now.
All right. So
Yeah.
I will have my pole, my sticky stick.
They've either set up traps or fled the dungeon, or not dungeon, or fled deeper into the dungeon.
okay,
So-
I guess we'll head out now. We'll head east from the village towards the fort.
Following the road.
All right. In the morning, after a long discussion at the tavern on plans and how to get there and how we would approach, you set out for Fort Stonehold. Your course of travel, is it the usual, across the old caravan road or something else?
We're going eastward on the road.
East? The road leads west.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
sorry, west. My bad. My bad.
It's all good.
To the fort that way.
Alright. The road takes you through miles and miles of grasslands roll around and toward the footholds of the mountains, but for those who have not heard or do not remember, you might recall that it is in these grasslands that orcs have been spotted over the past few months. The watchmen have grown a bit fearful a while back, but because adventurers have been seeking to take the battle to the enemy instead, there have been fewer and fewer sightings over the past week. In fact, recent expeditions have not spotted a single orc band, right? So, uh, but there's still a chance, so we'll find out today.
So it's a decreased chance, you saying?
Yeah, because you killed the leader.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
And
gonna-
either there's
we'll
a new
kill-
leader and it's
we'll
a
kill
smaller
more.
group, or
We'll kill more.
Yeah,
What
they recognize you by your
disbanded.
armor too.
Saint Michael's with me.
They're gonna be spreading the story around if there's still any orcs around.
I mean, if we see orcs around, they're definitely gonna try and attack us.
Alright.
either way.
After a few hours of marching across the open grasslands, in the distance, something is spotted on the horizon. You can see a small troop headed your way.
Alright.
Of people, or
Or orcs.
Or I'm
There are
gonna
fewer of
take
them
out.
than there are of you. They are at a safe distance. Let's see. Well, first let me see if either side is surprised. Okay, so they seem to be encamped. They're not exactly moving. So you can see a among the plains where you see somewhat atop a hill out there, and where a tree might sit in the valley. There'd be a large campfire, and you think you see these like small fur tents that settle around it. So this looks like a small troop. You only see about a few tents, only about 3 of them. So it's a small group, most likely. Their distance is, you can avoid them if you want, but they're directly west of you, along the road. They're encamped along the road, and they're roughly 130 yards west of your
Let's avoid,
position.
let's
Okay.
avoid them.
Can
Wait,
we see
hang on.
any of them though?
From this distance,
can we
no.
scout them
You
a
can
little
just
bit?
make out a troop or some encampment west of the
We
road.
can easily deal with this.
It's up
We
to
have
the
the
party.
party.
I'm down for whatever.
If you
Could
march your
we
forces
could we
against
send a
them,
rogue?
you can send scouts if you
Nope.
want, but I don't know if any of your scouts are very experienced. You might just get them
Yeah.
killed.
We could
Mark
approach.
Gordon.
We should all approach with ranged weapons and just rain down on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we could get a firing line and march down the road in one big
Okay.
line.
So do you guys want to take care of this fight
Yeah.
then?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
take care of this fight.
If it
How
is
many of them
that, we can try and approach it diplomatically
These
by
are
yelling
if,
them,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's too
if,
bad.
if, if it's a troop
I-
of orcs.
After what
then-
they did to us last week, no.
Yeah.
What do you? Oh yeah, they probably don't like us.
Firing line and just walk straight.
They're definitely not gonna like me if they see
Okay.
me.
All right.
Yep.
So
So we
standard
will
march.
prepare.
You
Yep.
create the firing line and just march west toward them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, off the road.
Who will stand in the firing line, the front line of the firing line? If you're in the front, you are able to fire. If you're not, you're kind of
Henry.
behind, right? You won't be able to see that well.
Angelio.
Let's all go side by side.
Yeah.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, just
Yeah,
a full
everyone.
line of.
Like the
right.
the way they used to stand with rifles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All next
All
to each
10 of
other.
us side by side aiming.
The reason I ask is
Yeah.
in case you want the front line that carries shields, so that they might protect those shooting from
Oh
behind.
yeah. What about Henry?
Okay.
You
who
can
all
hide
has
behind
shield?
me. You can hide behind me. Take fire from there.
Yeah, I'll hide behind Henry because I'm the.
Yep.
So,
Unless
Just
someone
my-
else wants.
do you want to create the
possession.
shield
We
wall
could-
or no?
We could go for more of a V formation.
A skein?
Yeah.
A V.
Okay,
Yeah.
so me and Henry can do a shield wall. Modestus, do you want to do a shield wall with us?
You'll need a few
Sure.
people, at least a few people to do a shield. Otherwise, it's kind of useless, right?
We got. Is 3 people enough?
That's like enough for like 2 shooters to protect 2 shooters.
Yeah.
Who else has a
I
shield?
also have a shield.
That's
I have a
4.
shield.
We need one more.
It's up to you. You don't have to create a shield. You can just all advance in a firing line.
If we
so.
if we all shoot, we should all be able to take them out.
We have so many
Yeah.
attacks. I feel like we
Any-
should wall
Anyone
call.
that anyone
Alright,
that
let's
that
do
is
it.
hit can be healed. So
That's
let's all.
fine. I'll take out my sling and my shield. We're
I
gonna
am at
march
like
there.
20.
I take out my short bow.
I mean, if we all
Alright.
stand side by side, we would all get like to attack them
Yeah.
10 times before they get to at the very least like 15 times before they get to us.
Okay, let's
Let's
go.
get within close range and then just boom.
Alright, let's go march them. Let's go shoot them down.
Can we do what do we have equipped or?
Yeah, sure. We can equip. One moment.
I ready
And
my
guys,
sling.
don't forget about spells. Don't forget about spells. Just
Yeah.
reminding.
Get
I'm a healer. I'm a paladin. I'm literally built like a paladin.
I mean, do we want to use a sleep spell?
No.
no.
No, but you can prepare it.
We
if you have
can
it.
just you can just save that for the lair next time. Just save that for dire situations like last
Yeah.
time, Brutal Mart.
Well, if we clear these guys, we should without getting injured. We should be able to easily go to the lair. So this is more like a bump on the road.
Alright, your
Yeah.
party is approaching from the
Yeah.
east.
Mm-hmm.
You see their position. I'll mark it with, see if we got any other tokens we can use.
Who's gonna be in front though?
Well, we're all in one big
Yeah.
firing line.
Oh yeah.
It's a line.
Yeah,
side by
remember,
side.
yeah, it's good to have our fighters attacking because fighters can attack twice.
Alright, I've marked our camp with a little stump.
The camera's going crazy. You can.
He's having a seizure.
It really wants to look at that dice.
It's
So,
like,
That's
oh,
actually really nice.
it's like,
Actually,
oh,
though.
look at those nice 20
Said.
dice. Where's my
You're
where's
safe
my
distance
money?
away from their camp though. Your starting position from their camp was 130 yards, or 390 feet. So,
Mm-hmm.
you advance with the firing line. Before you
that's
do,
a
you
good
start to equip
distance.
your troop. Modestus, what would you like to equip?
My morning star and shield.
Okay.
Range weapon.
you know,
Range.
range.
We're
Range. What are you doing?
Oh,
Am I
that's a
shooting?
range.
I thought I was doing a shield wall with you guys. You just
No,
told me.
No,
we're all
range.
shooting. We're all shooting.
Not yet. Not yet.
Well, I guess a range it is then. I
You
got
have
a
the one-eyed
sling.
shoot.
Sling.
Yep.
There are 10 of us either way.
Evanderus,
That's
what
true.
do you want to equip?
And how many of them are there?
I'll equip my sling.
Okay, Angelio.
I'm gonna go ahead and equip my short bow. And yeah, just short bow.
Henry,
Sling shield.
Dallas,
Sling.
Bart,
I'm gonna fumble around and get my sling out.
Where's my money? Clap,
Polana.
clap, clap.
Short bow.
All right, and Seraphael,
Hang on. Short.
Short
Martin,
bow.
Short bow.
Britomart,
I'll equip a longbow, and then I'll have my shield slung on my back and the battle axe on my side.
John is going to equip his
Sling.
sling. Okay. All right. Your men begin to advance from 390 feet. How much closer do you want to advance? What position do you want to be?
Another
Do you want
40 feet.
another 40 feet?
Yeah.
Do you want to know the range of your slings? The accurate
Mhm.
range? That might give you an idea of how much closer you need to approach
Mhm.
before you start to fire. Alright.
Should any of us flank him, or should we just do a straight wall?
A straight wall
Or
should
is
be
it too late
fine.
to ask that question?
Oh wait, did you say 100
You can
meters
split up.
or 100
You're
feet?
at 390 feet right now. You're starting to advance. Someone said to advance your men 40 feet, so you're about to advance 40 feet right now. The sling has a range of 160 feet, accurate range, and then as you're advancing, Polana mentions that maybe we should split up and flank, but it's up
No.
to you guys if you want to stop and discuss
No,
that.
not a good idea.
I
Not a
think we
good
should
idea.
shoot and move so we'll by the time they get to us anyway they'll be dead. But if we
A
shoot
bunch
and
of,
move,
we have a bunch of fighters, bro. We have 2 attacks. Let's just go shoot them.
We'll
Okay.
we'll advance another 100 feet,
Yeah, all of us.
yeah.
and we're keeping eyes to see if they charge out at us or something.
Alright, you carefully continue to advance. Okay, so at 350 feet, you were able to advance, and nothing occurred from the grasslands to them. You would advance another 100 feet, bringing you closer to 250 feet from their position. Now that you're 250 feet away, you're somewhat closer. You're at least maybe almost. How long is a football field? It's like 100 meters,
100 yards.
I think it's like 1
100
yard.
yards.
Yeah.
100
So
yard.
that's about 300
A
feet,
meter
right?
is about a yard.
You're
Yeah.
at 250 feet, so you're almost about a little less than a football field distance from their position now. You're quite close. You can now see exactly 3 tents, one fire in the middle of it, and a few trees around the valley. But their terrain is a hill. They're on one of the few hills out here in the grasslands, and this is off the road. So this is slightly off the road.
Okay. So are we on high ground, or are they on high ground?
It fluctuates. You're moving along a flat road for the most part, but it's every now and then it descends or ascends the terrain.
Okay. And
We're gonna win this. We have the
we
power
haven't
of the
seen
high
any
grounds.
orcs yet, have we?
At
Or
250 feet,
anybody?
you just see a few fur tents off the side of the road and a few trees at the base of the hill that they're camped on. So
I suggest we
they're
move
camped
back.
on a hill that overlooks the road, so they would have the high ground over the road if anyone was passing.
I suggest we move another 90 feet and start shooting.
We don't see
Just-
them though.
You
We
see
don't
no
see
Just
targets.
them.
shoot blindly?
You
Let's
just see
let's
3
get as
tents.
You would need to be
Let-
120 feet to
let's
get within range for the slings.
let's get as
Well,
close
100.
as we can.
The
And if we
sling's
see
long
them, then we
range
should
is 160, but if you want accurate range or better range for the sling, if you want the close range with the +1 bonus to hit, the sling needs to be within 40 feet of their position. 80 feet is the
150.
normal, and 160 is max. For
What
accurate
about
range.
short bows?
Short bow range, you can fire accurately from 150. That's long range. 150 feet is long range. Normal range is 100, and short range is 50 feet.
We
So-
Let's just
could.
advance another 100 feet, guys. Then we'll see what
Okay.
happens.
Alright. Yeah, just ready to fire.
Okay, you advance another 100 feet.
Yep.
Bring you closer to 150 feet from their position. At 150 feet,
Do we see anything?
this
Sorry.
is roughly 50 yards now, right? So, or 100, 150 feet
Yeah,
divided by 3 is about 50 yards, so half a football field.
Yeah.
So you're about half a football field
So
away, right? It's not very far anymore. You're quite close, and you see no one outside. It's just 3 fur tents and a fire, dimly
Mm.
or burning dimly.
So we should get about let's get
It's a
close
warm summer day
range.
as well.
Yeah,
Wait,
let's get
do I?
close range, and if we don't see anyone, then we should charge with melee by then.
They're gonna close the distance in one round. If we're at this distance, we can shoot and change weapons on the
Yeah.
close range.
So you guys want to shoot into the tents maybe? Because
Nope.
it's like
Yep,
I say
quick
everyone
question,
like
Ethan.
fire one round. See what happens.
guys with slings
Alright,
can
and I
shoot
got a
into them.
question. Hold up.
Quick question. Um, are there any places there that I can gather that someone may be setting a trap for us and like hiding behind anything, like any boulders or trees, or
There
Robbery.
are some trees. This is the
there's some
one of the few
trees?
hills out here in the grasslands with a few trees are at the base of the hill naturally, because water would drip down from the hill and feed the plants around it.
How big are the trees?
They're small, very small, not enough to cover anyone or conceal really.
Okay.
Okay. So we don't see anybody in the trees, right?
No, and they're all at the base of the hill. These trees.
yeah.
Okay.
So
So
let's
from what we can see from the camp, we don't see anybody around. It's just the camp. We don't see any figures.
Yep, you just see a small encampment at the base of a hill or at the top of a hill that looks over the road.
yeah.
This
Is
hill
And
there
no
a
is
one's
fire
keeping
going?
watch on them.
Is
this
there a
hill is
fire
north
going?
of the road. What was that?
Mm. Is there a
And
fire
no,
going?
So I'll put this more like this, cause actually, yeah, cause you guys are moving on the road still, or you guys want to move into the grasslands directly east of the hill. So imagine
Let's move
if
into.
you're on the road, you're like
Oh,
this. You're like slightly south of the hill. But if you want to move through the grasslands toward the hill, then you can do that too. You'll be directly east of
would
it.
would we be under them?
Well, yeah,
They're up.
either way, if you're on the road or in the grasslands, because they're on a hill.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just approach from the
They're like
grasslands
top.
because they might have traps on the road.
yeah, let's approach from the grassland.
So let's get. So what we should do? We should get close enough to where we could shoot normally without penalty, and then just shoot into the tents. And if they come out, then we'll be able to shoot at them more. And if they charge us,
Rita
Now,
can
We'll
also
shoot
go
more.
up there and see if she can draw some out as well.
You
yeah.
had mentioned that the grasslands. How high are these? Are the grasses?
It's a summer day. The grass is about maybe a foot high to a meter high, a foot to a yard, depending on where you're standing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
We
better
could also
It's tall
just
grass.
send
better be
in.
careful, guys.
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
also send in Modestus, Henry, and Britta. We just send you guys in and give you support.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about that?
Sure.
Yeah, you guys can hold position and we'll just advance and
Yeah.
see what
Keep the
happens.
fire
That
lanes running.
that pedal ain't gonna risk his life.
Advance.
Okay, well, Breedmart will put the longbow away, get out the shield and battle axe.
What's so funny, Nags?
And I'm actually gonna go. Are we at the grassland right now, or are we still on the road?
We're in the grasslands, approaching the hill.
Mhm.
Okay, we're gonna approach. Well, Breedmart's gonna approach the hill. I don't know who wants to come with me.
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
And then-
Modestus can go too.
What else does he want to come, or do you want to stay behind?
What are we doing? We're approaching melee.
Me, you, and Henry are approaching in melee just to see if we can draw them out or anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
You guys
Okay.
also approach from a different angle, so we don't shoot you in the back.
If we're going in the grass, I'm switching out my sling for a masterwork mace. So
And then we'll keep a visual on the grass to see if anybody's like laying low or
I'm
anything like that.
switching to my morning star and shield.
Alright. Morning Star and Shield, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'll get equipment
Um,
in a second.
may I suggest that the people going up there have some kind of like sticky stick or something to poke around for traps?
They're looking out.
Oh yeah.
Here's
It's grass.
a picture I'm gonna post in roleplay for y'all to describe the grasslands a little better to you.
Mm.
So tall grasslands with a few hills and very few trees.
Okay.
They're
That's
on one of
just
the
all of
hills.
the.
They're on a hill that overlooks the road though, so they have the high ground right as you approach.
Oh, that's like body. It's like stomach. Not even. Yeah, it's like stomach height. Maybe kneecap height.
Yeah, about a foot to a meter tall, depending where you stand. If
Yeah,
there are any
but
holes
people
we
can
can.
hide in those things.
Oh yeah, it's like big bushes.
Yeah, we're looking out for people just hiding in the bushes or
Well, in
anything
order.
that looks strange in the grass, like maybe
traps.
like traps, like leaves or like spikes, like wooden spikes sticking out.
You can use your
Well,
halberd
the more
to
we stop to look around for these things, the slower we move naturally. But we'll carefully observe for anything out of the ordinary as we
Yeah.
march.
Mm.
Let's see. Um, some of you wanted to switch your equipment, starting from Modestes. You said Morning Star and Shield.
Yeah.
Okay, and
put on my sling for my masterwork mace.
okay,
I already have my shield, so
and then Raytomart, you too.
Yeah, my shield and battle axe.
Okay, anyone else want to switch to melee? Just those three. All right. Shall we
I will
continue advancing?
stay.
Oh, go ahead.
I will stay with my sling on and around. Make sure there's no one trying to ambush us.
All right. You're on guard. So as you guys took a moment from 150 feet to just kind of discuss your further advancement toward the hill, did you guys want to do a listen? Take a turn.
yeah,
See if
I'll
Sure.
there's
do it.
anything you
I'll
can
do a
hear out there.
listening,
Sure, yeah.
including the moving bushes, like broken branches and stuff. Stepped on.
You listen for an approaching force. You don't hear anything approaching. Your whole party is able to listen and report to each other if you guys hear anything or not. And you don't hear any movement on the hill either. So whatever's there, if there is anything up there on that hill, it's not moving. At least from 150 feet. Or not 150 feet. Yeah, 150 feet. You don't hear anything. 50 meters. Do you want to get closer?
Yeah, yo, Budamar, use your halberd for wilderness pitfall traps.
I didn't bring it. It's back on my horse.
What do you have?
I got the battle axe, shield, and my longbow.
I'm supposing, or I suppose we left the horses and cart where we started, the beginning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
before we advanced. Okay.
How
But there
long
are
is your
some on the
battle
road.
axe? How long is your battle axe?
Not that long, I don't
Fuck.
think.
All right. This is bad.
We'll just approach carefully. Some
Okay.
more. We'll approach. Yeah.
How much closer do you guys want to advance?
Let's do another 50 feet.
Okay. Let me get a grid out.
Mm.
We'll call every inch square. Um, moving forward about 10 yards. So they were here. Let's see. So they were here, and let's see. We were again 50 yards out. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. So they're 50. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, they're 50 yards from our position. You said 10 feet.
No, we were gonna approach. I said 50 feet, but
That's
we can
dope.
go a little
Okay.
bit slower.
We go a little bit
So
slower. All right.
Yeah, let's go a little slower. Let's go 20 feet.
20 feet. Okay, so that's about
So squares, I think.
6 yards. Then move too much further up, nothing happens.
Okay.
Effective range for a sling is 40 feet, right?
I suggest the firing line moves forward too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Egan, question: does a masterwork weapon
Are we
increase
split
damage
up?
or no?
It does not. Are we split up? Do you guys have a firing line and a melee?
Yeah, I'd say we were split up.
So the firing line
Yeah.
decides to follow you. They follow close behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say we stay like 10 feet back.
Yeah.
I say more. I say more. At least 20.
Okay, 20 feet back.
Front line will approach another 20 feet. Or carefully look at the
Should
ground.
we be on the flank a little bit?
Not yet. They can jump from the sides.
Alright. Nothing is happening. Want to keep advancing?
Yep.
You're about
Yep.
40 yards out now. You want to do another 10 yards?
Let's do 20 yards, and then we're still keeping our eyes on the grass for anything unusual.
Okay.
Firing line
Here's
also
10
goes 20
yards.
yards.
Here's 20 yards. So you're approaching the base of the hill now. You're about the base of the hill is only 10 yards away now, or the hill itself is only 10 yards away, 30 feet. So you're like directly below the hill now, as you approach. Carefully observing your surroundings, moving at half speed, and nothing happens.
Nothing still.
You can't really see the tent anymore, or the camp, now that you're a lot closer.
Okay.
Should we start firing?
Henry Modestus, what do you guys think? Should we keep going up?
No, from
I don't
we
care.
we would all have effective range from here.
So
How many, do we,
the
how
missile
many?
range, you guys are at 40 yards right now, or I meant 20
Yep.
yards. You're 20 yards out, and the melee is 10 yards from the camp.
Yeah. What's the
Yep.
minimum distance to see the tents?
I would say you need to be at least 10 yards away from it.
Do
10
we
to
see
20
any?
yards.
Do I
So
see
we can
anything
see the
here?
tents?
Or you can barely see them from 10 yards, but I would think like 20 yards you could clearly see them.
We can do
Yeah,
a
okay.
listen check.
Can we
We're
listen to
gonna
like
hold
people?
We
Yeah.
can do a listen check.
Firing line is
One
gonna
at a
hold its
time,
line.
please.
Okay, sorry.
Or not, I guess.
A listening check?
So
Yeah,
someone
I
mentioned the
was thinking
listening check.
listening check.
Anyone else want to mention anything?
I'll say the firing line should stay here
I
and
want
not
to
follow the
see.
melee.
I want to see if there's any footsteps leading to the camp.
Okay, we have different actions. So, do you guys want to discuss it first among yourselves, or do you guys want to just start taking actions?
Yeah, let him do his thing then.
Okay, very well. So,
I'm too tired
Modestus,
to
what do you do?
discuss.
Oh my god.
I just stand still.
Okay.
I give my idea and whoever wants to follow it can follow it. I'm just gonna listen myself.
So you're not standing still, you're listening. Okay.
Yeah, that.
Evangelist, your action?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay within the firing line and just watch our flanks. Make sure we're not getting snuck up on.
Okay. He's on guard. And Frog, your mic is buzzing. If you can, just mute it or something. Tell you're speaking, sorry.
Yeah.
Angelio, your action?
Angelio's gonna recommend the firing line stop moving, and he's gonna stay on guard.
Okay. Henry, your action?
I said I was gonna observe from any footsteps from here to the camp if I see any. To give me an indication to someone here.
Alright. Dallas, your action?
Who's
I will stay ready with my sling, but I will also try to like listen for like anything like in the tents to see if I can listen if there are actually people even sleeping there.
Okay, so from 60 feet you're listening toward the tents. There's a lot of distance between you and the tent, so it's hard to tell. Bart, your action?
I just stay there with my sling ready to attack if anyone comes out of the tents or anything.
Dallas, I already heard you. I'm asking Bart.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, what I want to do is crouch down on the grass. Try to put my ear to to the ground and see if I hear anything.
Okay. And Polana?
I'm gonna like do a little like turn around in a circle, see if I see anything
Alright, watching the rear.
behind us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seraphil, your action?
I stay behind, like on the fire, and just get my bow ready.
Okay. Martin, your action?
Listen, and John's gonna watch the rear guard.
And then Britomart.
Listening, and then I will be looking at the southern flank.
Okay, so for those of you who were on guard, I suppose you're listening as well, or at least trying to. And the majority of you are either watching the rear and listening, or listening up ahead. Those listening up ahead, still very little can be heard except for the wind and the crackling fire on top of the hill. Those watching the eastern flank, nothing is seen throughout the turn as you hold position and just wait and listen and guard. Those who are looking for tracks, that was just one person. It was Henry. You look at the dirt for any signs of tracks here. You do not see any hidden tracks. And there are no obvious tracks in the dirt here.
Okay.
And those who are listening at the ground is cool. You don't hear much. No horses approaching, nothing like that.
Okay.
The turn has passed.
Fuck. Okay, Henry, Modestus, you guys want to continue up?
No?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'll be. Yeah.
Alright, the front line will continue up into the base camp slowly and carefully.
Alright, you guys have to climb the hill then at this point.
Yes.
Those who in the missile line, you guys want to keep advancing after the firing or the front line, or what's the move? Some of you were thinking about staying here. Some of you were thinking about keeping the
We don't
advance.
see the tents, right?
If you continue after them, if you're at 60 feet, you can.
Wait, so we're at 60 feet.
You're at 60 feet currently.
Let's get to 40 feet.
No, we won't be able to see the
We're gonna
tents.
hold. Let's hold.
We're gonna hold.
Are we holding or are we moving? Or splitting
Holding.
up?
All done.
Okay.
I mean,
So these guys continue advancing up the hill. You make it onto the hill, and you see 3 fur tents. They're about 10 feet by 10 feet. They are facing toward the fire, which is, softly burning. No one's maintained it for a while, it looks like.
Okay, so from where we're at, can we see inside one of the tents? Like if the entrance is open or anything?
You can see one of the 3 tents facing the fire from your position. This tent would be toward the west, facing east. It's closed.
Oh.
Okay.
we can go back to the party, whisper to them. We can I'm whispering this. We can get them all up here, and then we can surround the whole tent and just bombard it.
And then I can also cut a hole into one of the tents as well, and just try to surprise.
We
You want to
could
get
also
them
do
ready
that.
first?
We could we could do that too. Yeah.
Okay. Modestus, go back down and see if you can get them up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I go back down and let the party know.
Alright, so as the party up the hill, as you watch them advance, they stop some distance on top of the hill, and it looks like they're discussing. Those back with the missile party, right? Did you guys want to do anything else aside from hold the line and wait?
Yeah. Listen, be observant.
I guess we can start uh coming up from the side, maintaining our distance from the tents, but um kind of going in a flank, I guess.
Alright, who would like
If
to
they're
go with
gonna run
Dallas?
out of Listen, if they're gonna run out of one tent, we're not gonna be able to do anything. Like they can rush our backline, which is not good.
So Dallas
Let's
offers to move out to a flank, but then you guys stop to discuss, it sounds like. And while you're discussing, eventually you start to see Modestus make his way down the hill toward your party.
Let's meet him.
You guys want to meet him halfway, or do you want to wait for him to approach you?
Meet him
We'll meet
halfway.
him halfway.
Okay, you guys make your way toward him. Alright, you're with Modestus now. Modestus, what would you like to tell them or do?
Uh, Tell them that the tents up there are closed, and we were thinking of all going up there carefully, slowly, and surrounding it all. Just bombard it with missiles.
Hmm. So you want to do? We bombard one tent, then another, then another.
We
Or
can split. We can
yeah.
each bombard a tent, like three
Okay.
shots each, and then after that we can go into melee if
Okay. Let's do
needed.
it. Let's do
I
it.
actually whisper as well and try to add.
Yeah.
How many of us have spears? Can't we all just stab them while they're asleep?
Yeah,
I have a
but
I have a
missiles we
we
spear.
have
we
we have
still don't know if they're inside. I suggest we let we all follow our main line. Let the
I
thief slowly cut up the tent. Look inside. If they're inside, we can surprise them.
Keep in
but
mind you're
that
not
still
with your
requires
other party yet, so
I just
with that,
start walking up.
alright.
Yeah. We'll
Let's
go. We'll move up.
You guys want to join the party now at this point? Join the
Mhm.
first party?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep in mind, if these two parties discuss somehow, you guys are yelling up the hill, right? So, you join the party. All that's in this party was Beatermart and Henry, I think. If
Yeah.
they spoke, or if you spoke to them, then you would be yelling.
No, I'm quiet.
Alright, you've joined the
Right.
party now. You guys are all directly east
Right.
of the camp. You're within
Alright.
10 feet of the closest tent here
Alright.
on the hill.
Here's what I think. Here's what I think we should
Since
do. Let's have.
sin-
No, let's have.
since excuse me, since we're up on a
Right.
hill, I like to take a look around to see the vantage point to see if there's you know anybody coming or anything like that.
You want to observe the surrounding land from this side? You can observe the east, the
Yep,
south, and
since yep,
or
I
the
want in
east, the
all
south, and north.
directions. Yep.
You cannot observe the west though, because you're not on the west side. You're on the east side of the hill.
Okay.
You can observe west, but you will see the camp. You can make your way toward the middle of the hill, where the fire is, and observe from there. Or you can make your way onto the west side of the hill and observe west, naturally.
Yeah, to the middle of the hill.
Alright, so while you guys make your way up the hill, um, looks like Bart takes a moment to observe the surrounding land. Anyone else want to take an action or discuss?
Um, I'm
Angela.
gonna I'm gonna ask Polona to be the one to cut up the tent
Okay,
because she can do it silently.
so you all have one action or
Oh,
one thing you can
fun.
say. So Martin makes a suggestion to Polona. Polona, what did you say?
Um, Could I do it with like a shield in front of me, like cut around the shield, like just hide behind it and have my little arm cut the thing? Because I have 1 hit point and I don't plan on dying today.
Don't do a big hole. Just do a little hole and peek through. That's
Keep
all
in
you
mind,
need. Like a
your weapons
little.
are not like lasers, so if you want to cut a tarp or a fur, you're gonna have to grip it pretty tightly and then start sawing it apart, right? So.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
We
It might.
can. Why can't we just like stab it with spears?
See, we don't have we don't have to hit them.
Okay, so can I like go around to the back and just like poke a little pokey poke through the thing? Because clearly they're asleep, or else they would have heard us approaching. So if I just do a little poke through the back and look in and see what's inside, they're not gonna know us if they're asleep.
Alright, so while some of you are discussing, did anyone want to take an action aside from Bart? Going once, going
Angelo,
twice. Yes, go ahead.
Angelo, he's gonna recommend that we all sort of point towards a single tent. Everyone like keeps their aim on a single tent.
Okay, so like I
Like
said,
the one that
I'm
Paul's
asking
going
for an
to.
action, not that you can continue your discussion in a moment. I just want to make sure those who want to take an action can take an action while you guys
Yeah.
are discussing. So,
Okay.
like Bart is not part of the conversation right now. He's looking outward,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So is anyone
So-
not discussing yet? Like they're just doing a different action, such as
Oh.
being on guard or looking out with Bart or something.
Yeah, I'll be on guard.
I'll be on guard then. Yeah.
You're not on guard if you're discussing. So if you already said something, you're discussing, right?
Okay.
Well, everyone has one action, so. Angelio, Rita Martin, or not Rita Martin, at least Angelio, Sarah, Martin, Polana, the three of you are at least discussing while the others are maybe just standing around or on guard, right?
Pretty much gonna just stand on guard by the close to the campfire in the middle.
Yeah. Angelo was
You
just
want to
saying
move
it.
toward the campfire, Rita Mart, or do you want to keep? Right now we're east of the camp. We're not in it. We're just east of it.
We're just okay. We're
You
still
can move
east.
into it if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna move a little bit towards the camp. Not fully into it, but I will close the gap between us.
The closest tent from you is around 15 feet. You're on the side or the top of the hill, and it's like 10 to 15 feet from you. It's very close. Do you want to get even closer?
Yeah, I'll move about 10 feet close to it, and just
Okay.
wait there.
Do you want to be 10 feet from it, or do you want to be 10 feet closer?
I want to be 10 feet from it.
Okay, so you just move about 5 feet toward it.
And hold my
closer to
position.
the tent. Okay. As you're doing that, as Bart is observing the surroundings, as the rest of you who are not discussing are on guard, such as Modestus.
I am doing another listen check.
Yep. At this point, those who are on guard can hear not just the fire, but they can hear whatever's in those tents at this point. The closest tent is only about 15 feet from your entire party. At this point, you can hear demi-humans or something snorting and sleeping, right? You can hear like sleeping sounds, just like deep breathing, right? Heavy breathing or snoring, right? And the rest of you who are discussing, feel welcome to keep discussing from 10 to 15 feet if you want.
So are you saying stop it?
We are 10 to 15 feet from the closest tent, and we're still discussing, so unless we are ready to take an action, of course.
Yeah,
Is there anything else you want to discuss?
What is everyone's current distance right now?
10 to 15 feet.
Yeah.
And the nearest tent.
I say let's back up and then start opening fire at the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Are we done discussing? Because if I say we're done discussing and then you guys discuss again, it doesn't make sense, right? So, are we done discussing and ready to take action? Or do you guys have anything else you want to discuss?
Yep. Yeah.
Alright.
We're gonna.
Often, like, I'm asking your action, you start talking with everyone else. And then we have to wait. Right.
Action is right. We're gonna missile, shoot everything.
Okay, so Modestus, what's your action?
I'm gonna stand close to a tent
You're already
with
close
my
to a tent.
shield and morning. I'm like as close, not as close, but as close. Like I'm basically waiting for something to come out. If they do
Okay,
come
so
out
you
of
wait
the
next to a tent. The closest tent to you is on the east side, but there are 3 other tents. Perhaps that's a better question, or uh, perhaps that's
wait,
something else you want to do, right? Maybe
which
go to a different
directions?
tent. We are all on the east side of the camp. Maybe we want to surround it, right? Maybe you don't want to be next to the close tent. Maybe you want to go around to a different tent. But if you want to be at this tent with everyone else, that's fine. So
Actually, you can. Don't don't I have? I'm sorry. My equipment. I think I have flaming oil.
mhm.
Uh,
Let's burn the tent.
so does anyone have a
Well, I'm
Are we discussing it or are we
so
taking actions?
no?
I'm gonna approach one tent and since I'm prepared for melee, I'm gonna peek my head into one of the tents. That is my action.
Okay, he spoke out of turn, but yeah. Henry's making his way
Uh,
toward a tent. As he's doing that, Modestus, you're figuring out whether or not you have oil. And Evandris, what's your action?
I'm just gonna remain on guard.
Okay, and Angelio, what's your action?
Okay. Angelo's gonna ready his short bow towards the closest tent, and he's gonna signal everyone to get ready to fire into it.
Okay, and Dallas, your action?
I like get ready to fire at the tent. So yeah,
okay.
where's anything?
Okay, and Bart, your action?
Well, I said that I was gonna go and. Do I see anything? I mean,
In the surrounding land? No, you did not see anything.
okay. Then I come back with
What
my
were you looking
spear.
for? I suppose you're looking for enemies, right?
Yes,
Yeah, you did
yes.
not see any enemies out there.
Okay. Then I'll come back to the tent with my spear and shield ready.
Okay, and Polana?
God, I was muted. I'm going to ready my short bow
Okay,
and back up a little bit with everyone else with missile.
and Seraphil?
I'm going to ready my spear. Just in case.
Okay, and Martin?
I'm waiting. I'm holding line.
And Britomart? You were moving into the
Um,
camp?
Yep,
Or
I'm gonna make my. I thought I was ready there too. Well, I'm gonna make my way to one of the tents, a different one, by the entrance, with my
okay.
weapons ready, and then I'm gonna open and step in.
There's a tent on the east side of the hill, north side and west side. The party's mostly toward the east, naturally. And we see one party member aside from yourself is making their way into the camp, right within the 3 tents. So
Uh,
um,
this,
that's going to be Henry, of course. Britomart, which of the 3 tents do you want to approach? Or which entrance?
Uh, I'm gonna say the western one. I'm gonna assume Henry didn't go to that one.
Henry, which one did you go to?
Any of the one that he's not going to.
North or east?
North.
Okay, because he said west. So you went north, and everyone else is toward the east. Alright,
oh, I guess my action's gone. Never
and
mind.
Modestus, you were figuring out whether or not you had oil. You do have flaming oil. So,
Okay. That's gone. I guess. Rip.
what's your next action?
Uh, I was gonna go to the last tent that no one went to.
Okay, you start to approach
The
the
east
next
one, I
tent,
believe. I think it's the
and
eastern tent.
okay, you approach the entrance.
Yeah. Basically.
Alright, as you're approaching the entrance, everyone else was basically on guard against the eastern tent, and one of the members signaled to fire on it. Did we want to fire on it?
I would say we fire on it on a descending angle, if that's
Alright,
possible.
so at this point,
Yeah,
um, On the descending
The,
path, you
um,
guys are downhill. They're on the hill.
I
So
can we
fire.
start shooting the moment we hear anything?
you don't shoot until you hear something. You guys can stop to discuss if you want, but everyone's taking action. So while they're taking actions, you can be discussing, right? But of course, that's your action then. So unless, like I said, it's better to discuss before everyone takes actions. If because no one, if everyone's taking actions and you're discussing, they're not standing there listening anymore. They're taking action. So everyone's already spreading at this point. So if you want to take a moment to discuss, you can. But I'm not certain who can hear you, right? Angelio, what is your action in particular?
He's already given the signal, correct?
Yeah, yes, you gave it last round. So you're gonna fire this
Okay.
round?
Yep, he's gonna fire into the town.
Okay, Vandris, your action. Vandris.
Blade.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire into the tent.
Okay.
That way
East
we're all
end
firing.
firing. And Modestus is moving this round. And Henry's already moving. He's at the entrance to one of the tents. Henry, when you got to the north tent, what did you want to do to it?
I wanted to peek my head in there.
Okay, you're searching. Talis, when you were just on guard, you were taking aim. You want to shoot the east tent as well?
Yep, I was shooting at it.
Okay.
Getting ready. Yeah.
Bart, what do you want to do, Bart?
Well, I'm approaching, and I'll go help out the person who's closest to me.
What do you
Which
mean?
is me.
Like, you want to move?
I thought you were shooting.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you guys going in?
Nope. Well, some
We're
of them went
shooting.
in, some of them didn't.
We're shooting right now.
Well, I'll go help Henry out.
All right, you're moving toward Henry. And Polana, you want to take fire or open fire on the tent or something else?
Has anyone else fired yet?
About 3 characters are shooting the eastern tent at the moment.
Yep.
Then the one next closest.
You want to shoot the northern
Not the
tent?
eastern.
Okay.
Yeah. Whatever one's closest that isn't that one.
Okay. Seraphel?
I mean,
Do you want to fire or
might
something
as
else?
well. Start attack. Yeah.
Alright, which tent? Or what's your target?
Like the one closest.
Closest? Okay, east. Martin? You on guard?
Eastern tent. Me and John.
Okay. Bombarding the eastern tent. Breeder Mart, you arrived at the western tent. What did you do to it when you got there?
I'm gonna open up the entrance, walk in, and then if I see an orc, I'm gonna start swinging.
Okay. What actually ends up happening is, we'll start with melee. Or we saw some movement, you know. Bart was making his way toward Henry, but Bart, as you made your way toward Henry, Henry would suddenly open that tent halfway toward him, and Henry, you would see inside the tent. You would peek, right? You just said peek, so you just poke your head in there, kind of, or open it up. And what you would find is, you would find 2 monsters sleeping in there, right? They're just wearing some furs. They're just wrapped in some furs. There's these pig-headed, brutish monsters and they're demi-humans, right? They're asleep. As you saw them, what did you want to do?
I'll signal Bart as he's coming over to come and fight with me.
Okay. And as you pull out, you could hear arrows coming toward your direction, right, or something. Same thing with Readermart. You would step into the tent and just immediately stab at whatever you saw, right? If it was a monster, in this case, yeah, you see 2 sleeping monsters. And what is your weapon?
I have a battle axe.
Okay, so you would see them in the tent. You would walk in there, and you would have to get on your knees because they're sleeping, right? They're on the ground and not standing against you. And you would just shove the blade of your axe into one of their chest, right? And blood will spurt from their chest. Ribs would break under your weight, and the weight of the axe. The other one begin to stir uncertain of what is going on. Right. Back to the eastern tent. Several characters here open fire on the tent. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This counts as a trap. There's a 2 in 6 chance you hit a target, right? Or they fall into your trap. So, and they both have to roll against it. So, for the monsters that are in there, it has to make a trap check for 6 shots to see if it got shot by one of the random arrows. But also, these are fur tents, so your missiles don't penetrate easily. In that case, I'm gonna say there's only a 1 in 6 chance that it actually went through. They are still very powerful weapons that you're using. You're, pulling back really hard and firing through the furs, but the furs are pretty thick, right? So there's a chance it will not even go through the fur at all. So I would say there's only a 1 in 6 chance in that case. Alright, that one is not hit. The other one is ends up getting hit twice by by a couple different pieces of ammo. I'm gonna roll randomly to see which of the shots managed to hit. It turns out, in that first wave of firing, the shooters that got through the tent and ended up hitting a target within the tent was Seraphel with her, is it a bow? Short bow? You end up potentially hitting. We got a roll to hit still. Okay, rolling to hit. Scoring a miss. Okay. And then, or actually, they can't defend themselves. It's an automatic hit or -9, +9 armor class, right? So, because they cannot defend themselves in this situation. So, in that case, Seraphil, the 8 is going to be a hit pretty much. Basically, that one might be a miss, but 12 should be a hit as well. Alright, in that case, hit twice, because they can't defend themselves while they're, just laying down on the ground. So 2 arrows end up hitting him, or at least 1 arrow from Seraphil. Seraphil's arrow dealt 1 damage, and the other shooter that ended up hitting was number 6, John. His stone got through the tent.
Doesn't that count as a backstab though, or a sneak attack? Because
Seraphil is a fighter, not a thief.
Okay.
John.
I thought normal classes still got partial backstab.
What?
Or is that only a thief thing now?
It's always been a thief thing.
Really? Okay.
You mean a retreat? A retreat you would get +2, yeah, against someone attacking from the back.
Okay,
Does Seraphil have 2
that's what I was
attacks?
confused about.
Yeah, there was a guarantee hit pretty much, because they can't defend themselves.
Okay, yeah.
If he got through the tent, so, and landed on a target, an unseen target. But we cannot see our targets naturally, so we're just firing into the tents, hoping that we get lucky, right? And 2 shots, they get lucky potentially. Because the monsters cannot defend themselves, it's gonna be basically like a armor class of, or you would have, they would not have a bonus. They would not have 9 armor class. They'll have 19 armor class. So, or is it? Yeah, 19 armor class. So it's a really good chance to hit, or 18 armor class, right? So you just need to score 1. But if they had some passive armor, it could protect them. That's about it. But it's an automatic hit potentially. But then at the same time, we cannot see our target, so it's a -4 penalty, right? So, one of these targets were hit or targeted, managed to get targeted by a stone. The stone still has to roll to hit. And there's still a chance of missing because we can't even see him. Alright. The stone rolled a 6, +1 for close range. So that's 7. Okay. -4 penalty because we cannot see. So that's 3 to hit. And you're going up against armor class 18. So 18 plus 3 is 21. That's a hit. So it's only in that one pretty much that you might not hit. So against a target that cannot defend themselves in an area that you cannot see. Right? It's like firing into, behind a blanket pretty much. So this one takes 3 damage. Let me see if it's a kill. It's not. The other one was not killed either.
Wasn't that one the same one?
Nope. Wait.
This first monster that wasn't hit at all. The second one was hit twice.
Yep. So it's hit twice then. Alright, so it's 1 and... Yeah, it's the same one. You're right. 1 and 3 damage, so
Yep.
4 damage total against them. Okay, ignore that. Okay. Um, those who fired into the northern tent was Polana. First, we'll see if there's even a chance that your arrow lands on a target. Alright, no chance. And then next, we'll see. Um, we saw Bart move up to Henry's position. Henry, they start to stir as soon as you peeked into the
Yeah,
tent.
whack 'em. Whack 'em.
Alright, that's your next action. You're not doing that
Yep.
yet. So, for this next round, you always take your next action, right? So go down the list again. Okay, you speak out of order just to make things
What
quicker,
happened
but
about me? I thought I was going to the tent.
yes, you made your way toward the front of the eastern tent. That's all you were able to do last round.
Okay.
So, maybe peek inside if you want. But, alright, so I was about to explain that. We're on round
Okay.
3. At the top of my list is Modestus. If you guys speak out of turn, it's going to slow us down. So I'm going to say from now on, if you speak out of turn, you're going to
Okay.
not just lose your action, but whoever you interrupt will lose their action. So, let's see.
So I assume as I reach the tent, it's getting bombarded by arrows, right?
Yes, if you go inside, you
I
are a
just,
potential
I
target.
just go, I, I go inside like as the arrows are hitting.
Okay,
I go inside to approach before they reach weapons and such.
alright. So you go in there, and you see there's one on the ground with an arrow in him, right? And a open shoulder wound from maybe a stone, right? He's looking up at you, holding his wounds tight. The other one's grabbing a weapon right now, right? So one is
Can I
wounded
reach
and one
him?
is taking up a weapon. Do you want to beat that one down?
Yeah, yeah, the one picking a weapon.
Okay. And as you're trying to do that, Evandris, so we know this is on the attack now against the east. Right now we are just stating actions. We are not resolving actions yet. So for those of you who are about to roll, you're not rolling yet, or yeah, waiting for results. Evandris, as
Yeah.
everything's going on, do you want to continue firing into the same tent or something else?
I don't think my sling will be that effective, so I will draw my spear in advance.
Okay. Switching weapon and moving up toward which tent?
Whichever one has the least people there.
Okay, so if you want, you can carefully put your sling away and then unsling your spear this round. Um, or you can just drop the sling and take up the spear and move forward.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Okay, so just remember to pick up your sling later. But
Gotcha.
you quickly advance with your spear, quickly unslung by one of your arms as you move. And sorry, which tent? You said you go toward the north or the east or the west tent?
Which has the least people at it currently?
Probably the western tent, but it's all the way around. It's on the other side.
Okay, I'll just go to the eastern one then.
Okay, people are firing at that tent right now.
Yeah. I'll stay outside, but just in case anything emerges.
Alright, so you go around toward the entrance, keeping out of the line of fire. Okay, is that right? So if you directly approach it, you're gonna get shot. But if you take 2 rounds to get around it and toward the entrance, you won't get there right away, but you won't get shot.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Okay, so movement to the east. We're not moving into the line of fire. Imagine this is, let's say each square is 10 feet now. Here's the eastern tent. Here's your party east of it. And here's you. You can either just move east toward it, right, trying to attack it, but you're going to be moving to the line of fire, so you're going to be shot from behind. So right now what I'm having you do is you're going to move around it and go toward the entrance.
Gotcha.
But it'll take longer to get there as you
Okay.
try to avoid enemy fire. Okay, so you're moving. And we have men, of course, at the entrance of that tent too. And there are multiple tents that are being attacked at this very moment. Let's see. I can add them.
Hello.
Why?
Egan's just preparing the battlefield.
Oh god, I don't like
Yeah.
this.
The battle to come.
Hey, listen, this is some extra silver
Mm.
piece, and so
There's actually 40 orcs sleeping in one tent. You know, they're a little zesty.
It's a
yo,
lair outside.
There's actually a
Clap,
Hydra too.
clap,
Yeah,
clap.
The whole camp is surrounded by pitfall
Yeah.
traps.
yeah.
yeah,
There's a troll and an ogre laying down together.
There's an entire army as well.
Yeah. There's a whole platoon just waiting on the other side.
a tank can only hold up to 2 to 3
Every
people.
single monster in the game is
Mm.
out on the field right now.
It's an
There's-
interdimensional
there's-
space.
There's acid rain pouring on us too.
Yeah.
Is there acid rain in Egan's game?
Weird hexagonal geometric shapes are surrounding us currently.
Let's try and get some of these circles on the map.
Yeah. Giant anvil's gonna fall down, squash everyone.
It's an Acme anvil.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
so those are
Monopoly
our
shoe appears.
current positions.
Yeah. Breedemart pass go collect $200.
Sorry, just let me clean this up real quick.
Oh, good.
Where's the orcs? Clap, clap, clap. Where they at? Right, Nags?
Bro, Henry's about to give him the jump scare. Bro got that Henry jump scare. Like,
Where they come here? Oh, like the orcs are sleeping. Clap,
he's-
clap, clap,
yeah.
clap, 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 clap.
He's in like full dark armor.
Where's the loot? Clap, 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 clap. Where's your
I mean,
prize? Where's your
you could,
coin?
Okay.
you could technically do subdual.
So, starting with the Modestus, you know you went to the eastern tent to attack. Evandris, you went to movement to the east. Let's see. Grab another token for that. Those who want to go with him can. Let's see, but he's going to be advancing, but going around, of course, as to avoid friendly fire. Okay, and what's that? Let's see. And Gelio, your action.
He's gonna follow Evandris with, or not Evandris with his spear. You know.
Okay. You want to drop
his
your bow then?
He'll pick it up later.
Okay. And as you drop your bow with the other arm, you're picking up your spear from your shoulder, and you're advancing after Angelio. And Henry, your action, you want to go in and start swinging?
Yep, whacking.
Okay. And Talus, you're to the east still. Do you want to keep firing into this tent or something else?
Yeah. Oh.
Yes?
I'll fire into the tent again. Yeah.
Okay. And Bart, you were advancing into Henry's party, so you're north. Do you want to go in with him and attack?
Yes, I'm going to stab
You had your
the
sling in your
opposite.
hand. Which weapon do you want to use?
Oh, I had mentioned before that I had put my sling away and I was approaching with my spear and my shield. Remember?
Okay. And Polana. That's right. You were firing from the east. You were shooting at the north tent. Do you want to continue doing that or something else? Your men are moving to that tent, so if you fire into it, you could hit them.
I'm gonna switch to a tent that doesn't have my pins in it, preferably.
Well, we already see one tent is being entered. At this point, all the tents are being entered. It looks like.
Okay. Alright. Anybody else? Or is it safe to like switch to a short? What is it called? Short sword. And, like go
Short
join
sword?
them.
Okay. You draw your short sword. You want to put your bow away, or do you want to just drop it?
Put it away.
Okay. So you won't get to move then. You're like stuffing your bow in your quiver and drawing your sword. And Seraphil, from the east flank, you were firing bow and arrow. Do you want to continue firing, or do you want to do something else?
I'll just drop my bow and just grab my short sword. Yeah.
Short sword? Okay. And Martin, is you were firing from the east, I think, still. Do you want to continue firing from the east? Into the eastern tent, or something else? And actually, all fighters last round should have had 2 shots. Let me double check that. So, that includes Seraphel and Martin, who fired into the eastern tent last round twice. So, if they wanted to. Seraphel, did you want 2 shots into the eastern tent last round, or just 1?
2 shots. Yeah.
2 shots? Alright, there was 1 more shot you did, with a 1 in 6 chance on each monster in there. Okay. It hit one of them at least. So then, let's see if it hit or not. It was a miss. Oh, wait, 2 against no armor class though, so pretty much. So it would be a hit. As they were getting up, you would fire down into the tent and you would land a hit, luckily, into one of them, dealing an additional 3 damage. Okay. Did you want to go for... Since I rolled 1 twice, I'll let you pick if you wanted to go for the one you wounded or the other one within the tent. So did you fire at the same position or a slightly different position with your second shot?
The wounded.
The wounded one?
Second.
Okay. So you ended up quickly
Yeah.
firing 2 arrows into the same point, and those 2 arrows that you fired would actually get 2 hits, and you would deal an additional 3 damage to that one, which would be a kill. So Modestus, as you walked in, you actually saw the one that was holding its wound was actually already in the middle of dying. He was just, breathing his last breath. And then, also, Martin, did you want to let loose 2 shots as well during round 1?
Swarog.
I'm gonna move back to. I'm gonna move behind Britomart with John.
Okay, so you're moving. We still have friendly fire here, so you're going to be moving either northeast or, northwest or southwest to get to the western flank.
Southwest.
Okay, so you're joining this party here, but
Yep.
you're going to be splitting from them and going toward Betamart eventually. So you're moving with them. They're moving in to the camp, but from the flank, of course, avoiding friendly fire. And as you do that, Britomart, you want to continue hacking away at the next one?
Yep.
Okay. Alright. And John will follow his employer, Martin. Is that right? Halfling veteran Martin.
Swarg.
Swarg?
Sorry.
What is
I'm
John's
sorry. I'm
move?
sorry.
Is he gonna follow you? Is that fine?
I said he's following me. I said it.
Okay. Alright. And with this next round for round 2, what actually happens first? We'll start with some. After some movement, we see some melee combat. So some of you would split ways and make your way toward the western tent. Some of you would split ways and make your way toward the north or eastern tent. But before you got there, we saw some melee occurring. And into the west tent, Breedemart, as soon as you crushed the first one, you would see the other one starting to stir and get up, trying to figure out the situation. You would grab him and drive your axe into this one too. So quickly, you kill 2 of them. Okay. And then in the north tent, as these guys get up, you gave them a moment to stir. This round, they're reaching for their weapons, and you're swinging on them. As they reach for the weapons, they can defend themselves, so they do have an armor class. So this is toward the northern tent, starting with Henry, swinging his masterwork mace. Rolling to hit, it's a miss. It ducks, and then of course, also in there with you is Bart, stabbing with his spear against one of the 2 in here. He missed, but he's a fighter. He gets 2 attacks. He hits. His damage is 1 to 6. What's your strength, Bart?
It's average.
6 damage. Let's see if it's a kill or not. Alright, he's tough. It's a big one. Okay. And they are able to pick up their weapons that round. Let's see. For the
I'm
eastern
gonna.
tent, Modestus, you walked in there, you saw a dead one, you saw one pick up a weapon, you immediately start to swing on this guy. Um,
Is it
and
fair that if we're able to do initiative, if I was able to get in before he picks up weapons?
so there was a round
Because
in which the party was firing on the tent and you were moving toward the tent. It was that round when they were
oh,
stirred,
okay,
of
okay,
course.
okay, yeah,
When
okay,
you
makes sense.
opened the tent to look inside, when you eventually got there, while you were opening that tent to look inside, he was picking up a weapon. Now that
Oh,
you're
okay.
going in to attack, he's attacking back. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay, okay, yeah,
So there was about three, two-ish rounds when you had to move over there.
okay.
Okay. So you would walk in, you would swing your mace at him, and he would attack you too with his spear. His spear had more reach, so he would get the initiative, scoring a hit against you. Okay,
Is that not 20?
it's a 14.
It's not a
Oh
hit.
shoot, not a hit.
I have a
What's your armor class?
-2 AC.
I forgot this Modestus. Okay, it bounces off your armor, and then of course you swing your heavy mace. Or what kind of mace you got? Normal?
It's a morning star, yeah.
Morning Star. All right, 9 to hit. What's your strength?
No, it doesn't hit.
Okay, miss. All right, and then next is missile attacks. Movement. We saw movement. You guys are entering and joining the parties you want to join, such as John and Martin. You're able to join the western flank or the western tent. And let's see. Also, the ones who moved west was Angelio. As you moved west, you know, around into the camp, did you want to approach a tent or did you want to stay toward the south of the camp?
He'll approach a tent. He'll approach the eastern tent with his spear.
Okay. And you're approaching the eastern side with your spear.
Yeah.
And Evandris, how about you? You were south of the camp. From there, where do
Yeah, I
you want to
believe
move?
I was
Eastern?
also moving towards the eastern tent.
Okay. As you guys are moving toward the eastern tent, you can actually hear something running up the hill behind you. Something that was coming toward from the road south of you. Um,
Mm.
let's see. You would be able to turn around and face them next round if you
Okay.
want. Let's see. Alright, so that was during movement. As you were moving around, you started to hear noises behind you through the grass or down the hill. Let's see. And then
And
after all
I
the
didn't
movement,
see those from the hill.
they were south and camped along the road. We didn't see them. So as you know, these guys were probably trying to ambush the road. They would have two people on guard at a time. And there are two down the hill on the south side, which you couldn't see because they were hidden in the grass. From the western side of the hill, on top of the hill, looking over the land, you would not be able to see anything hidden naturally, but you would be able to see, you know, the overall terrain. So you weren't not on the south side either. So you would see southwest, you would see west, and you would see northwest. Let's see.
Okay, dope.
All right. Um, missile phase. During the missile phase, several of you continued to open fire on the enemy. I think, or at least just one of you. It was. Let's see. Nope, no one did. Okay. Seraphil was able to draw her
Didn't
weapon.
I?
Blana. Oh, was it you? Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, firing east. It's just one of you at least. Sorry. Okay, so Dallas, you continued firing into this eastern tent blindly, right? And let's see if you end up managing to hit any of them in there when you fired. You would fire in a line into it, and let's see, the first one that might come into view, there's a 1 in 6 chance it falls into your trap or into the stone's range. It's a 1 in 6, so that means you managed to hit. And ends up being one of the monsters inside because it would be west of Modestus, right? It'd be between you and Modestus, so Modestus will be fine. You won't fire into Modestus naturally because in the way of Modestus is your target. So in that case, we roll to hit with a -4 since we can't see. And the enemy is standing, so it has armor and defenses again. Okay. Alright, 7 to hit, +1 for close range. It's an 8 to hit, -4 because we cannot see our target. It's a 4 to hit, not a hit. Okay. Goes through the tent maybe, but that's about it. And in the direction of your foe, but doesn't get far enough to cause much damage. Alright, that's it for that round. We're going to the next round. Setting actions again. Modestus, do you want to continue attacking the east?
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. Evandrus, you have arrived at the eastern tent. You want to go in and help Modestus fight?
We were being rushed from behind though. Can I take
You heard
a
something
peek
coming
over
up
my
the hill.
shoulder?
They weren't very close. They were still making their way up the hill. But you
Okay.
were able to hear them.
Can I advance into the tent and try
help
to get the
Modestus?
last guy?
Sure.
Okay.
Eastern attack. Okay. Angelio, you also went with Evandrus to attack
Yeah.
the east tent. Do you want to continue? Or something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll continue.
And Henry, you're in the north tent attacking. Do you want to continue? Or something else?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep attacking.
Okay.
Kill him like I killed our chief.
And Talus, you want to continue firing against the eastern tent or something else?
Do I like see the people that are starting to like attack from the rear or approaching?
I suppose you can start to hear them, but you don't see them. But you do hear something on the south side of the hill rushing up the hill, I guess. Maybe. It's unlikely you hear it because you're actually east and there's all this fighting happening here, so you probably didn't hear it. You won't see it until they actually are up the hill. They're about to be up the hill, so. I suppose you
I
can
guess
fire at them as they make their way up the hill.
I start approaching the tent then.
Which tent?
The tent that I was firing at.
Okay. How do you want to
I
just
do not
directly approach it, or do you want to approach the entrance, or?
Just directly approach it.
Okay.
Not the entrance, just directly.
You approach the back of the tent. So we got movement. And then Bart, do you want to continue attacking the north flank or something else?
Yes.
Okay.
Continue. I need to kill off that creature.
Alright, and Polana, you were equipping weapons. You were able to stow your bow and draw your sword. What do you want to do this round? You're east.
Okay, which tent has the most people at it?
We have men at every tent, pretty much. And we even have men toward the south. Or actually, no, the south flank is undefended. We don't have anyone there anymore. So if you want, you can move toward the south flank.
How likely am I to die if I do that?
If there are monsters there, then pretty likely. If you get close and...
Well, let me go to like the north one, I think? Or is
Okay,
that the one you
join
just
this
said?
one. I was talking about the
Okay.
south flank. There's no one at the south flank. No friendlies, no
Okay.
enemies yet either. So it might be safe, it might not. We know east flank is pretty safe, right? We've been at the east flank the entire time. You at least.
Okay. I mean, the east one's the closest one, ain't it?
Yeah, you're already there. You're on the east flank. Do you want to move? You drew your sword, and that's about it.
Okay.
That's the last round at
Am I
least.
within be stabbed?
You want to
If
do what?
not, I would like to stabbing distance of anything that needs. Am I within stabbing distance of anything that needs to be stabbed?
Not quite. You can remain on guard, I suppose. So you kind of think about what
I
you're
would
gonna
like
do
to,
this round.
but
What
I
was that?
want to wait until specifically somebody needs like another person in the community.
All right.
Help.
You wait a moment, and then Seraphel, you're also east, right? Do you want to just remain on guard or something else?
Is the person or thing inside the tent already dead?
I could not hear you.
The two of them?
They asked
I
if
said,
the
What?
the person
They
or thing inside the tent is dead or not.
Can anyone hear us?
So, can you speak up, please?
they
Seraphel,
asked if the
you
person or thing that is inside the tent already dead.
It sounds like you're like whispering into the mic.
yeah, you gotta talk up louder.
And then they mute. Okay.
No, she's trying to figure out her mic.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's fine. Hmm. I just. I guess I go follow Solana. Stay on guard. Roll.
Uh, Sylvia, we can't really hear you. Your mic is really quiet.
Hang on.
Alright, we'll come back to you.
Can I just. Yeah, can I just go be on guard?
Okay. Martin, you are moving west. Let's see, you're at the western tent with
Yep.
Britomart.
Britomart.
What do you want to do at the tent?
Can I say I'll follow Britomart?
Can you say what to her?
Can I say I will follow Britomart?
Yeah, you could say that, I guess. Is that all you want to do?
John's gonna tell him about the noises we heard about from south, and I'm gonna follow Britomart, be just behind him.
Alright, you stay close to her. And then John will stay with you. But you would open the tent and let Britomart know that, right? There's something coming from the south, right? And Britomart, what is your action this next round after you killed both of the monsters in here?
Okay. There's nothing else in here, correct? Other than those 2 monsters?
Yep.
Okay. I will take Martin's advice. I'm gonna head out and rush south.
Okay. Moving south. Alright, in this next round we see some movement. All movement is going to be done first. We see Talis is able to move eastward toward the tent, the back of the tent. What did you want to do to the tent when you got there? Did you want to just wait there against the tent or something else? Okay. And then those who wanted to move south, you guys all saw that I waited for that. Okay. So, alright. But yeah, if you guys do not speak up, I'm just gonna move on. That's how I always do it. And if you ask me why, like, it's because you don't say anything, right? So, be ready when it's your turn. But we'll see some movement towards south is Peter, Martin, and John. The three of you are making your way south, towards the south side of the hill. So western flank is unguarded, or we leave west flank. We advance south, and we come across a couple monsters that made their way onto the hill. So you would approach them, you would rush them, and you would clash into a melee. Martin, you had your bow equipped. Do you want to fire at them before the close distance?
I'm standing like let's say 5 feet behind Britomart, right?
Yeah, something like that.
What about my
Yeah.
melee? What
Then
happened
I'll
to that?
open fire, and John will do the same.
Okay. John will do the same during missile phase.
Yep.
Alright. So, we are resolving the round right now. We just got done deciding everyone's action, so we just started to resolve it. Movement comes first, then melee, then missiles. So that's to answer Modesta's question. We didn't get to melee yet. We're about to do melee right now. So you're at the top of the list, of course.
He legit said he's gonna move towards the south to see what's approaching, and it ends. Wait, movement goes first in combat?
Yes, or it happens, and then it's melee, and then missiles, and then magic.
I always thought. Okay, it got changed. Never mind.
All right. So, um, let's see. Melee. For melee, we have Modestus in the eastern tent with Evandrus and Angelio. The three of you are in the eastern tent attacking at one enemy within the eastern tent that is still alive. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do fighters first. None of you are fighters.
What
In that
weapon does
case,
he have?
your foe has a spear.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay, here we go. Initiative. We're gonna roll it. Okay, party has 5, monsters have 3. 3 attacks against them before it has a chance to get another stab in. Starting with Modestus, scoring a hit, 16. What's your strength?
It's average.
With your Morning Star, you'd cause 6 damage. He's dead. As you hit him with your Morning Star, Evandrus lands a hit in it as well, causing it an additional 3 damage.
Minus
Angelio,
1.
2 damage. Angelia landing hit all three of you, basically hitting it at once, killing it together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he stabbed twice and smashed once. Okay.
You know I'm good.
And in the northern tent, we had two of you in there. It's Henry and Bart against one more foe. Initiative, we're gonna see the fighter swinging first is Bart. So before it has even a chance, Bart's able to get a stab in there. 17 to hit. Hits damage is 5. What's your strength, Bart?
Average.
Okay, 5 damage. Another kill. Okay. Alright, that's it. Those are all dead. Now we just got the south line to deal with. Missiles. Toward the south,
Wait,
as they're closing in against Breedemar before that they close that distance. Martin and John kind of stepped toward the side, not to shoot their friend in the back, and fired, right? So they would fire past Breedemar as she would close distance with them, and they would get the shot off on them before the melee. So
How many do we see?
Breedemar, she ran out there toward the south, you know, and these monsters are running up the hill, and as she's moving toward them, right, still, you guys were able to get, we'll see, a shot off before they close. You see two of them.
Okay.
Alright, so as they're closing distance, we see that Martin, his first shot is a hit, John's one shot is a miss, Martin's second shot is 12 plus 1 for close range, 13. What's your dexterity? Oh yeah, halfling bonus 2. You're gonna hit twice. Before Breedemar could even close the distance against these two running up the hill, um, you know, you quickly take aim and let loose two shots that hit. Now, do you want to hit each of them once, or do you want to hit one twice?
Each of them once.
Okay. One of them takes 4 damage. It died. The other one took 1 damage. It stands strong. He's pretty big. Breedemar closes distance with him and the melee ensues. Rolling to hit with Breedemar, scoring a hit and a miss, probably. Let's see, yeah. So
I
one
got
hit
plus
on
1.
it, plus 1. 12 is still a miss against this one.
Okay.
Okay, this one is hit once, takes a total of, what's your weapon?
Battle axe.
Battle axe. 8 damage. Okay, what's your strength? 1 plus 1. 9 damage total. He's dead. Alright, the last one is slammed into or tackled down by Breedemar and cut down very quickly. It's crushed against the ranks. The last of them have been killed, it appears. You don't hear any more conflict. Party members are at this point stepping out of tent or regrouping. So those who want to, typically at the end of a battle, the party will regroup to discuss the results. And if you decide against it, if you want to do your own thing, you do not get to partake in the discussion, but you can do things in the meantime. So does anyone not want to regroup and want to just start taking action immediately?
It's gonna be Martin and John.
What are you guys doing instead?
We're gonna look for hidden treasure around the campfire.
Alright, so you immediately make your way toward the campfire and begin searching it.
I'm gonna
Anyone
start
else?
hacking up the heads.
Henry, from your tent, you start hacking off heads.
Readermart's gonna start processing the bodies as well for the heads.
Okay, you begin decapitating.
Yeah.
Angelio's gonna search
Uh,
for hidden treasure in the tent.
Okay.
I'm gonna search the tent I killed the monster in.
Eastern
I'm
tent is being
gonna-
searched by Modestus and Angelio.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of you are
I'm
not
gonna
discussing.
search a tent.
I'm just gonna stand guard, look around, make sure that we're not.
Tell me
gonna
what
get
tent you're
ambushed again.
searching. Sorry. Talus.
Any tent that isn't being searched.
So, north
Is there
tent.
any tent that isn't? Okay.
East tent. West tent. Which one?
West tent.
West tent. Okay.
Bro, your
I
mic's
was
going
asking.
back.
I was asking if there were people. Which tent there were people and which tent there weren't people.
There were people at every tent almost, except for the west now. Let's see.
Okay.
Alright.
I go to the west.
And sorry, Bart, you were saying?
Froggy.
Yes.
Frog, if you can, mute yourself until you're speaking, because your mic is buzzing.
I was speaking. I was asking
If you're,
if I
oh,
could.
yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna go for heads also.
Okay. Head cutting. Alright. Alright, you go ahead. Chopping off heads. Let's see. So, Britamar is collecting heads. Flana's collecting heads. Bart, you said you were on guard.
Yes, sir.
Where do you want to guard from? Do you want to guard from the camp or one of the sides of the hill?
No, from the camp. Make sure that we don't get rushed up on.
Alright, you stand kind of in the middle of the camp and you're on guard. And as you're on guard, um, Henry, you said you were gonna start cutting off heads from the north, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Henry's cutting north heads off. Polana, you want to cut the eastern heads off then, since you're closer toward the east?
Yep.
Southern heads are being collected by Breedomart, Martin, and John are collecting the western heads then. Is that right, Martin? Or
Not
wait, you
collecting,
said you
but
wanted to search the campfire. Never mind.
Yep.
Searching fire. Okay. And Seraphel, your action.
I will stand on guard as well.
Okay, from you want to be with Bart or somewhere else?
Hmm. Somewhere else.
Alright, where would you like to be then?
What are my options?
It could be any direction of the camp, north side, west side, east side, south side. You could be in a tent, anywhere you want. Just yeah, describe it.
This side.
West side? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, good choice. Let's see. So throughout this next turn, you all spread out to start looting and such. Um, sorry, Evandris, what was your action?
I would have just stood guard, probably facing down towards the road to make sure there was no more approaching from that direction.
Okay, guarding south. We have a guard to the south, guard to the west, and a guard within the camp. Okay, everyone else is spread out to search. From the eastern tent, Modestus and Angelio. What are you looking for?
In
Treasures.
treasure.
Looting?
In
Okay, so
treasure.
you start one thing at a time.
Mhm.
Modestus, what are you searching for? Treasure, right?
Yep.
Okay, so you want to loot the bodies or the tent?
I'll loot the tent first.
Okay, there's nothing in the tent. As you look around, you can search for hidden treasure. It takes a turn. Do you want to do that, or do you want to search the bodies? The tent has just
I'll do
old,
that.
nasty furs in the ground.
I'll do that. Who
Searching the
knows?
tent? Okay.
Why not?
Alright, and then as you do that, Angelio, do you want to search the bodies or the tent?
He is also searching the tent.
Okay. So now we're getting into the details. Evandris is just on guard still. Henry, you're able to approach the heads of the monsters and start hacking them off with your half sword, I suppose?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would drag their bodies out, you would take your half sword out and begin hacking the heads off. And throughout the turn, as you were doing that, off toward the west, we saw Dallas was searching the western tent. You go outside and you would see Britmart, or not Britmart, um, you would be the only one in this tent. What did you want to do in here, Dallas? What do you want to search?
I start searching for a treasure in the tent.
Okay, do you want to search the tent itself or the bodies inside?
I'll start with the bodies.
Okay. And Bart, you are guarding from the center. Nothing is really happening, but you carefully listen and watch over the area from within the camp.
Yep.
Polana, you're toward the east. You make your way into the head or the eastern tent to start hacking off heads. What do you use to cut off heads? You'll need a bladed weapon.
I used my short sword.
Okay, your
It's in
short
my
sword
hand already.
should work. Seraphil, you are going to the west. Nothing is really happening from the west, but this is toward the direction your party was originally headed. It's just open plains. Um, Martin, you are searching the fire area with John. It's a campfire here, dimly lit, a few small pile of wood nearby, and a rusty cooking pot with lots of oily liquid in there, and chunks of
Um,
meat.
it was we were both looking for hidden treasure.
Inside the fire.
10 foot by 10 foot area, isn't it?
What was that?
Isn't it 10 foot by 10 foot area?
Yeah. So around the
Yes.
fire.
Yeah, around the
Okay.
fire.
All right. Sounds good. And Retmart, you are toward the south, hacking off the heads that you just heads of the monsters you just killed with your
Yes.
axe. Okay. The turn will pass, and as the turn comes to its end, those who were cutting off heads have chopped their heads off. And I don't know what you want to do with the heads afterward. You'll need a bag to carry them or something. But each head is pretty heavy, weighing about 10 pounds each. Carrying them by hand, you can maybe carry a few of them in your hand at once if you carry them by the scalps or something. But let's see. Other than that, we had so lots of bloody heads in our hands. We had some searching the eastern tent for any hidden treasures. Let's see if you found anything. Nothing was obviously valuable in these tents, but you would spend time searching, and you found nothing after a turn. Let's see. Um, Toward the south, we guarded the south. Nothing occurred toward the south. That was a Vandrins guarding the south. All is well. You have heard. Uh, you were able to hear. It's pretty clear. Just the animals out toward the south, like bugs and insects and birds and such. Um, the one who is, let's see, searching the bodies toward the west, Talus. Your
Yeah.
foe were wearing furs, and at their belts, they had uh, they both had looks like a dagger each and pouches uh, containing 50 coppers each. So you acquired
Okay.
100 coppers from these two that you looted. Do you want the daggers too? They're rusty daggers.
I'll take the daggers and start cutting off their heads.
Okay. The
Did
dagger
they
is
have
a
any other
small weapon,
weapons
so
than
it would
other?
take a while to cut off their heads with the dagger. In the tent itself, you see a spear and an axe. The axe would be a lot easier to use.
Oh, then I'll use the axe.
You want to keep all three of these weapons? Two
I'll
daggers
leave
and the axe.
I'll leave the daggers behind. Take
The axe weighs 3 pounds.
yeah.
Each
I
dagger
just
weighs
take
1
the
pound.
axe.
Okay.
I don't want to take the daggers. I'll take the axe though, and I'll use it to start cutting off their heads.
Alright, let me add it to your sheet. You took the axe.
Was it a was it like good
It's a rusty axe.
Rusty axe. Wow.
Alright. So as you get to work, or your next action throughout the next turn would be to hack off heads. It'll take another turn. So, you would finish bagging the coin. Do you have something to carry the coin with?
I have a bag.
Okay, it fits in there. And of course, you took the eggs and started cutting heads off. Alright. As you would move
Were
on
the
to
coins
heads.
just loose themselves, or what were the coins in?
The coins were in pouches. You want both pouches?
Yeah.
Okay. You have 2 pouches then. Each pouch weighs a pound.
It's a heavy pouch. How's the max capacity of each pouch?
1 pound, or like 5 pounds.
Then okay, whatever. I'll just take in both.
Alright, let's see. That's for tallies. 2 pouches. Alright. Next is Bart, you were just on guard. And then Polana, you got your heads. Seraphil, you guard the west. Martin, within the fire. 2 of you would search for some time. What's your wisdom?
Minus plus 0, and John has +2.
+2. Alright. The 2 of you would carefully observe for any treasures. Hidden treasure, right? And John was able to find just some bones in the fire. Um, let's see. Nothing terribly valuable here. If this is of value to you, then it might be. You find a dagger at the fire, just under or next to one of the rocks surrounding the fire pit.
Eh.
It's a rusty dagger.
Eh.
It was somewhat hidden between the rocks.
No, thank you.
Probably used to cook with. Okay. It's a bit greasy. You leave it behind. Beatamart, you finished cutting off your heads. The turn has passed, and now you guys may declare another turn of action if you want, or you can regroup. So, but to put it quick, if you guys want to wrap it up, this area up quick, we can. I can just generalize it as you guys will bag up the heads, grab the coins, and I think that's like the main thing. That, do you guys want to spend more time here, or you want to just do what you do the usual, which is bag the heads, grab the coins, or do you guys want to go in depth and continue searching?
I just want to search the bodies. I like cut the heads off of mine. Pretty much done. I don't know about anybody else.
You know,
Do you want to spend
grab the
additional
head.
time here, or do you want to just kick, bag these heads, take the coin, and leave?
Let's just take the coin and leave. Bag the
Yeah.
heads.
Loot the bodies, cut the heads. Yeah.
I wanna search for treasure in the tent. Roll for that, I guess.
Okay, we can spend more time here. So,
I will search my body when I cut the heads off of also.
so Talis wants to spend more time here as he's searching the tent. Does anyone want to do another action, like search the tents with him, or?
I'm gonna return to my horse with the heads and put him in there.
I'll help him search the tent.
Okay.
Yeah.
The total coin count came to a total of, let's see, 400 copper pieces is what was acquired total. And you acquired a total of 8 heads.
That's not enough silver for all of us.
Alright. Some of you are headed back toward the horses and cart to store the heads in the cart, I suppose.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to excuse myself. I can't stay up anymore.
Okay.
Okay, have a good night.
I'm gonna
It's
have to head out.
understandable, bro.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I have work in the morning. I have to head out as well.
Okay.
You can go.
We have been playing for a few hours now, I think, so we might wrap it up here for today.
That's
Okay, thank you for playing, and have a good night, Blade.
Thank you.
Good night.
Alright. How long have you been playing? We started at around 12-ish. It's been about 3 hours.
3 hours, 2
It's-
minutes.
So, it's
2
been about
hours.
a game time, so we'll wrap it up
2
here.
hours?
Oh, really?
Mm.
It started
It's
around
been 3
12,
hours.
right?
We started at 12, it's 3 p.m. now.
Alright.
It's 2 p.m.
Can
for
we
me.
like quick
2:58.
search real quick?
Bruh, this is some weird loot.
Can we just quick search and then if we don't find anything, we'll just head back?
Sure.
Okay.
So, Angelio, where do you want to search?
The northern tent for secret treasure.
Okay. As in, secret treasure mean you want to search for a hidden entrance?
Yeah.
Okay. Evandrus? Because there's no role for secret treasure, by the way. It's secret entrance, like secret doors, which might be hiding treasure. So,
Yeah.
you think
Yeah,
there's
that's
a
what I meant.
secret door out here? We'll find out, I guess.
Yeah.
Um,
Hey, they might have buried their fortune. You never know.
right.
Maybe they buried something.
Um, Evandris is gonna get ready to leave. Modestus is getting ready to leave, so they're headed back toward the horses. Henry is bringing the heads back to the horses. Um, Talus, do you want to carry your heads back to the horses, or do you want to just keep searching?
Uh, did I already search, or
Nope.
wasn't that my last? Wasn't that my last action? To search the tent.
Yes,
With
we
Yeah.
didn't go through it yet.
Yeah.
We stopped to discuss. So.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, I want to continue searching this tent.
Okay. So western tent. All right, Bart.
I
You would
will help
search
search. Yep.
which tent or what area?
Southern.
Okay, and Polana. You have the heads. What do you want to do with them? Or what do you want to do next?
Polona? Frog?
Alright. Cyril.
Oh.
Oh. You're muted.
You're muted.
Hmm?
What do you want to do? We're searching tents right now.
Was it my turn? Sorry, I fucking
Yeah.
my died.
What do you want to do?
Search the bodies that I took the heads off of, and I think they're in a tent, so search the tent they're in.
Okay, search the tent. We already searched the bodies. We can assume that the
Oh.
ones you cut the heads off, you found 100 coppers on them.
Oh, sweet. I'll take that.
So we already added it to the party total. So
Cleo.
trying to get through this quickly, but I guess we want to spend more time here, so we'll spend more time here.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It's just the party wants to spend more time here, the entire party. So we're gonna spend more time at the camp. Martin.
I went with Henry, but John is gonna search the northern tent. Isn't searched.
Okay.
He's gonna search the northern tent for the hidden treasure.
All right. And Martha went with Henry with the heads. Peter Mart, what's your action?
I'm just searching the ones I cut the heads off on.
Okay. You would be the one to have looted the 100 coppers on them. Add it to the total of 400, which is 400 total. Alright. Well, those who searched, let's see if you found anything. Angelio, what's your wisdom?
It is. Oh well, it's 8.
Alright. After a turn of careful observation in this tent toward the north, nothing was found.
Yeah.
Tallies, what's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 16.
Another turn would by, and you would carefully observe this tent for a turn, and you're pretty certain that there's nothing in here. No hidden entrance, at least. Bart, you were searching the southern tent. There's no tent to the south. So
11.
you mean eastern tent? Or which tent did
Okay,
you want to search?
Eastern. Yeah, Eastern. I thought it was a Southern turn. Oh, okay, Eastern.
Okay, east. Alright, nothing was found. And John searched the northern tent. Nothing was found. A turn went by. You carefully observed these tents for any hidden entrances, and no entrances were found.
All right, guys, let's head back to town.
Yep.
Does the ground look like dug up in any way, or?
Yep.
Where?
In the northern tent that I searched. Well, I searched both the east and northern. Would either of them have like dug up dirt?
Mm-hmm. No, you saw some holes in the ground helping to keep the tents up.
But other than that, there was nothing else.
Not this time. Just
Okay.
a camp out here with a few orcs.
Mhm.
Angelio, we're
Yeah.
leaving.
I didn't expect
On.
much. Okay, and then going his way.
Can I steal the fur off of like a couple of the tents? Is
You
that a
can
thing
get
I'm
a
allowed to do?
you can get a disease. Not a good idea.
I
What?
forgot to check for that. I need to see if Sarah feels. Oh no, she got home alive. So, but there was still a chance of infection on the way home. So from your last adventure. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It did get infected for a bit, but it's healed over the week. It wasn't lethal.
Just put some eye drops in.
What fucking eye?
I do.
Well, yeah, you lost the entire eye. It's a big open hole in your face.
Ain't nothing there no more.
Then but a little elbow grease can fix.
A little
Alright.
bit of elbow
Wait,
grease.
so
Yeah, we're
You guys ready
leaving.
to head home?
stealing the fur
Wrap
is
this
a
game
bad
up?
idea?
Yep,
You can steal
Let's
the
wrap
first,
it up.
or
Can
loot the
I-
first.
we're
If
leaving.
you were something.
Yeah.
These are
What?
fur tents.
Yeah, I wanted the.
Oh,
I need money. I like
They're not
money.
worth much. They're not. They're
No.
Let me
worth
take
garbage.
I take the
Okay.
tents.
Alana.
If you want to take the tent, take the
The
tent.
tents are extremely heavy though, so you're gonna tell me how you're gonna carry it.
I
They're
put
for
it on his
what
horse.
purpose? Don't we have an entire like horse and buggy, bro?
Just a cart if they're willing to put it on the cart.
Is that not a thing?
What was that?
Yeah, let's put it
Yeah.
on the cart.
Alright,
Maybe
so
these
you're
fur
about
tents
to
can sell for something.
I'm the one
ask
driving the car.
Breedomart to bring his horse all the way over, but Breedomart's a far distance away
I
now.
mean,
He gifted me the cart with the rounds.
It's Angelios.
Angelios?
we
Okay.
got it.
Yeah.
We're just rolling them down the hill, right? Just roll them down the hill.
Okay,
Alright,
just
so
don't
these are
let him touch
considered
me.
heavy tents or fur tents, and they're twice the
Hey, why
weight of a
can't I
normal
touch
tent.
them? I'm so confused.
Some adventurers are
I'm a-
afraid of
Shouldn't be they
diseases.
twice as good?
I'm gonna go back to the cart.
I carry it to the cart then.
Alright,
Wait,
You're
am I
afraid-
stupid? Is my eye
'cause-
not healed? Is that why they're saying I'm gonna get an infection?
some items in the game are diseased, right? It's medieval times, so plague exists and bacteria, grease and oils and other filth, right? Scum, and orcs are typically associated with that. So they're monsters from the underground. They're pretty filthy.
Just
They are also
don't touch
cannibals,
it. Let's
right?
go home.
They eat people. So
Don't touch it. Let's go
Yeah,
home.
so maybe I won't touch those. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch those.
Don't
man.
be-
like you
We
can
have
wash
gloves
them,
on.
but they smell terrible, right? That smell, the smell of rotting flesh.
Yeah,
will
I'm not
be
touching
removed
that.
for a while.
I'm a lady.
Okay.
Alright, I ain't touching.
In that case, you guys
Let's
make it
leave.
home.
Calls up. Come on, guys. We're leaving.
Let's leave.
So
I
you
want to sleep.
I'm
walk
out of
these
here.
tents. You're not sure what fur that they're made of, but they could be human skin as well.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
Part
Oh,
of the
hot. I take it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
tent. Alright. Because humans,
Not my
that's
first
not
experience
considered.
with a bunch of human skin.
Yeah, just like you would make a fur tent out of animals, these monsters see humans as animals, right? Or prey. So
Yeah.
humans would be considered, their hides would be considered part of the
Pretty
tent
gross.
sometimes.
Think of all the. Think of
I
all
have a question. If I were to make sorry,
Sleep.
Alright, let's head home.
Heading home.
Yeah.
East of along the road or west?
East Long.
We're
East.
going east.
Okay.
You're not gonna catch us here. You can.
Some parties forget somehow. I'm surprised, but it
dysentery.
happens.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hey, if we fall for that, it's fully on us.
Actually, we go south.
No, we're going east.
No, we're not.
Going east.
Okay.
You go south. I don't give a fuck. It's
All right.
fucking 9
I'm
a.m.
kidding. I'm kidding.
So back in the village.
If I were to make
Shush.
Wait.
Later. Shush.
sorry, I'm sorry.
Alright, trying to wrap it up. Sorry. Let's see. The 8 orcs that you killed, you took their heads, you sold them in town. They're worth 10 each, so you get 80 for that. And then you got 400 coppers, which is worth 40 silvers. Total bounty came to 120. silvers. Are we gonna split this evenly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so
Everybody contributed.
Yeah.
the other one not getting a share is Martin because he sends a share to John.
Yep.
Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 shares, 120
12.
silvers, so 12 each. A small little reward.
12 each. Yeah,
Big
it's
for
pretty
normal
good.
people, but 12
Yeah.
small for adventurers.
Yeah.
I
For a
don't know,
group
Not
this
Martin. It's
too
not
much.
size,
bad.
it's a lot for a group this size. We've gotten less for a group smaller.
But a group this
It
size,
would
if
have
everyone
been
were able to do their part in the right place, could get a lot more done, right? A lot more money.
Hmm
So
We should have been able to easily clear those orcs in maybe like less than an hour, but we took too long.
sometimes you can
we were
be too
trying to play
careful.
it safe.
Yep.
I mean, we might have just killed the last of the orcs right there.
No, probably not.
I mean,
Martin, you
the
ended up losing 1 silver overall from this adventure because you would spend it on the
Yep.
daily wage on John.
Can you
Yep.
please tell me how much silver John have?
Mhm.
One moment, I have to figure this
Yep.
all out first.
Yeah, sure.
What?
Alright,
Orc skin armor.
wither skin.
Yeah. Orcs.
Yeah, just
wait.
to
So
fuck
did I
them up.
pick up a hand axe or a battle axe?
You picked up a rusty hand axe.
Mm,
Okay.
Yeah. The reason these orcs don't have armor is because they're savage creatures, you know? They rely on their skin and their hands. Yeah.
That's not what I was saying.
Oh, I thought you
Use
were
their
saying
armor as skin. That's an intimidation roll at the
orcs,
very
they don't
least.
really, they wear like furs, but I don't think they really wear armor. Run into a chieftain or something.
No,
I'm
I
not,
mean take their skin, like the skin off of their body,
that would be
and turn it
extremely
to leather
diseased.
to make
You,
leather
you
armor.
definitely get sick from that.
Orc
Get you
skin is
wearing,
similar to that of a pig
Let's
skin.
see.
yeah.
Human
That's
and pig
delicious.
skin.
Imagine someone showing up to a fight with you and they're wearing human flesh. That's an intimidation roll at the very least.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Henry's already intimidating. They know Henry. Henry's an orc myth legend.
Alright, John had 12 originally, now he has 13 up, so he's 25.
Thank you.
Alright, that'll be it for today's game. Thank
Mm.
you all for showing up and playing. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you next
Thank you,
weekend.
Egan.
Hey, can I
Oh,
Thank
ask
you, next.
can you hang around for
Egan.
a minute?
Thank you,
I have
Chris.
not eaten yet, so I'm gonna go grab some food.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you have extra time,
I need-
like 10 minutes to talk tonight?
I might be back on to just chat, but that won't
Yeah.
be till later. So,
Yeah.
alright,
Well,
have a good one, guys.
if you get back one, send me a message.
Sounds good.
yeah. Same here.
Mhm.